Hey, it's your boy Jay Hardcore Boxing News. Back at you with what's happening in the world of boxing today. Yeah, it's Monday morning. Good morning, good morning, good morning. I mean, did we not get some good boxing this weekend? Talk to me. Talk to me. Did we not get some good boxing this morning? Let me know. Talk to me quick before I forget now. Yeah. It's your boy Jay Hardcore Boxing News. Let me find out. We got Heavy up in here first. That's what I'm talking about, man. Yeah. Good morning, good morning. All I know is, man, I'm still flabbergasted, blown away, ecstatic. I mean, everything about what happened this weekend, man. Yeah. Bud Crawford put the boo-bop bang on my man Spence, man. And I was like, wow. I did not see that coming whatsoever. Oh, yeah, he pulled one over on old hardcore this weekend. I did not think. Now, I can see Crawford winning. Don't get me wrong. I can see that. But the way he won last night, he made your boy a believer. Yes, he did. Yes, he did. Heavy is in the building. What's up, Heavy? How you feeling today, man? Good morning, good morning, good morning. Lottie Dottie and everybody that's at the hardcore party, man. Welcome to Hardcore's Hangout, where there's just a bunch of hardcore degenerates to get together early in the morning and talk about this beautiful sport we call boxing, you dig? How's my audio, man? Is my audio good? Brian Corbett, what's up? Peace to you, my brother. Yes, indeedy. Yes, indeedy, man. I'm up. Yeah. I'm gonna tell you, boy, I had to fight this one, man. Yeah. Because me and my wife, we went to go to dinner last night, man. And man, on the way home, it was some type of traffic on 95, man. We ain't get into like damn near 1 o'clock in the morning. I kid you not, man. I sat in traffic at midnight, sitting in traffic, man. So yeah. Audio fire. That's what's up. That's what's up. Man, I sat in traffic, man, and let me tell you, man, I set the show up and everything in the car that last night. So, man, when I finally got home, man, I passed out. Yeah. And this morning it was a little tough for me, but I tell you what, the show must go on. You know it does. You know it does. Man, I appreciate everybody that rock with me the whole weekend, man. We had a great time, man. We witnessed history. We seen the first two division undisputed champion of the world. That's right. Crawford made history this weekend, man. Yes, he did, man. He made history. Yes, indeed. Heavy said, damn, night traffic is the worst. Yeah. Especially after a meal. After a meal and a bunch of drinks, man. Yeah. But I tell you what, it was all good, man. My wife put in a fire playlist of old school music. Man, we just sang all the way until we got home, man. I'm going to tell you, it was some good music. Yes, indeed. I love me some old school jams, man. Yeah, she popped on the Pandora. Man, we was already there, man. Yeah. I'm singing. Yeah, I'm tell you, I got a talking voice, but I sure enough ain't got no singing voice. But man, the topic is what's next for Crawford, man. Yeah, what's next for Crawford? Will he stay at 147? And if he do, his mandatory for the IBF will be boots. If he goes to 154, then what? My lady says sounds like a wolf when she sings. Yeah, man. If he goes to 154, he got a lot of options. If he went to 154, he could fight Tim Tszyu, Josh Kelly, Brian Mendoza, Sebastian Fundora, Jesus Ramos, Liam Smith, Israel Makamov, Bakaram Murtaya, I can't say the last name. Erickson Lubin, and as you know, Jermell Hitman Charlo. You know what I'm saying? So there are definitely things that Crawford can do. Me personally, I think Crawford does no more than two. Man, oh man, stop the press. Lincoln Level. Where you been at, guy? Wow, man, I'm about to send an APB out on you, man, down in Jamaica, man. Yeah. I thought you was up in them hills, man, and got stuck. My Jamaican guy, Lincoln Level, has entered into the building. Yes, indeedy, man. When I don't see my folks up in here sometimes, man, you know, it's a crazy world, man. So I get to wondering, you know what I mean? So it's good to see you, my brother. Don't go too long, man. You know, you gotta check in. Leave a text or a comment. Let us know you good, bro. You know what I'm saying? Y'all can't be taking them hiatuses out on your boy, man. Yeah. But I was saying, man, Crawford, he got a lot going on. Lincoln Levin said, if you know boxing, it was not a surprise. The guy has more tools than Earl Simple. No, the win was not a surprise to me. The way he beat him was surprising to me. You know, I mean, if you knew that Crawford was going to beat Spence like that, knock him down 3 times, and just be a one-sided fight where Spence wasn't even there, man, you should have a lot of money right now. I'm talking you might as well have played every different way on Draft Finest, man, DraftKings, and cleaned up. You know what I'm saying? I've been watching boxing for a long time, and I just didn't expect that. Him winning, yeah, I can see that. But the way he won is what I'm talking about. But hey, some people got ESP. I don't. I'm sorry. I don't. But I tell you what, I enjoyed a beautiful fight, man. I did a live commentating of the fight, you know what I'm saying, and watched you know, with the guys, man. Yes, indeedy, man. Sometimes my commentating was just mute because I was so enthralled with what was going on. Yes, indeedy, man. But I tell you what, I did enjoy that for sure, man. I did enjoy that for sure, man. And yeah. It was just a good time. I enjoyed myself, man. You know, it's another one I can put in my historic history file. You know what I'm saying? Because I done seen a lot of fights, man. The first fight I ever witnessed was Ken Norton against Muhammad Ali 3. That was my first fight that I sat and watched as a kid. I was 8 years old, man, and I've been bit with the bug ever since, man. But yeah. Who y'all like Crawford to fight next, man? Talk to me quick before I forget. You know how I be forgetting up in here, man. But yeah. People were talking about Boots. I think Boots have all the tools and everything to be someone great. Yes. But I feel though, let the young man develop first, man. We are so quick to get all the fights that we want, man, that we don't allow the fighters to get the necessary experience that they're going to need when it comes to going to that next level, man. And that's so important that you allow these fighters to get that experience that they're going to need to get to that next level, man. Because iron sharpen iron. And it depends on how, you know, you're being developed and who they putting you in with. It makes you or breaks you. You know what I'm saying? You know, you shouldn't put me in there with a bunch of cab drivers either, because that really ain't helping nothing but his record. That ain't helping the fighter. You know what I'm saying? You know, because he ain't really getting no bump, man. You know, there go my guy, right? Yes, indeedy. Being in boxing has entered into the building. Make sure that y'all check my man out right there. Got a good channel, man. You all look out for him, man. Go over there and subscribe. Yes, indeed. You know what we do around here in the hangout, man. We support, we support, we support, we support, man. Yes, that's how we all grow. Yeah. Like I said, I don't think Boots is ready for him either. You know what I'm saying? I feel though he needs to be developed. You know what I'm saying? I think he has all the tools necessary to be a great fighter. You know what I'm saying? But don't put him in there with Crawford right now. Nah. Let him develop. And I'm gonna tell you, in his mind, he really believes right now is good. And that's how he's supposed to believe. You know what I'm saying? If you're not thinking and believing in yourself like that, you might be in the wrong game. You know what I'm saying? So yeah. Develop the young man. Allow him to get better. You know what I'm saying? And it's levels to this thing, man. And that's exactly what we seen this weekend. We seen levels, man. That fight, I'm gonna tell you, man, this weekend reminded me when Floyd Mayweather fought Arturo Gotti, man. Yeah. And that's when you actually could see the levels between fighters, man. And that's what I seen this weekend, man. I did not think it was that many levels between them. But hey, old dog can learn new tricks every day, man. So salute to Mr. Crawford, man. Yeah. Two division undisputed champion. No other fighter has done that except Carissa Shields. He is the first man to do that, man. You know what I mean? And hey, as good as he looked yesterday, man, he can tiptoe up into 154 and knock down the door. I'm trying to tell you, man. He'd have made me a believer, man. Yeah. Yes, indeed. Brian Corbett say, let that man try and get his get back. Al Booger has entered into the building. Good morning, Al Booger. Good morning. He said, what up, Jay in chat? Just Do Boxing has entered into the building. There go my brother from another mother. How you doing today, bro? See, what's good? Jay, respect to the chat and family. Yeah, man, I'm going to tell you, we was blessed this weekend, man. My guy didn't win, but we were blessed with a beautiful that was art of boxing right there. Yes, indeedy, man. Hey, Crawford didn't do anything wrong. Yeah, everything was beautiful and it was nice, man. I enjoyed it, man. I mean, he was crisp, sharp, man, effective, man, fighting inside, outside, man, strong. Yeah, he was pushing Spence around like he was a rag dog, man. Woo-wee. Fender Bender has entered into the building. After that whooping, I bet on Bud versus Godzilla. Hey, man. Hey, I can tell you what, just like it was a saying about Mayweather, don't bet against him. Nah, don't bet against Bud, man. That should be a t-shirt. Don't bet against Bud. Yeah, but definitely, man. Definitely. It's over with. Now, what's next, man? Because, in this boxing gang, man, it's always about what's next, man. You know how we supporters are, man. It's on to the next. We want to know what's next. What we got next. I tell you what, August the 5th, this weekend. Yeah. I believe this weekend. Yeah. We're going to have Coach Calvin against Bullet. Yeah, at Coppin State. Yes, indeed. Be there or be square, man. It's going down. So, come and support and let's push Coach Calvin through this one, man. He's really getting out there, man, and doing something with what he said is on his bucket list. And he's fighting Coach Bullet. Now, for one, Coach Bullet is a big dude. You know what I'm saying? And he was a professional fighter, man. I mean, he fought Devachenko. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, man. what Coach Calvin has decided to do, man, is just want to be great. He's doing it for charity, man. And shout out to Coach Calvin, man, because he a real one, man. He a real one. Yes, indeedy, man. So I appreciate that. Yes, indeedy. Fender Bennett said, did you see Caleb slap? Yeah, man. Yeah. What was so bad about that slap, man, is that he didn't do anything about it, man. It was like the urgency, I didn't see it. You know, when somebody first put paws on you, I mean, smacking another man is the most disrespectful thing that you can do, man. You know what I mean? A smack, oh my goodness, man. My grandmother would say, I smacked the taste out your mouth. Yes, indeedy, man. I'm pretty much sure Big Charlo had no taste buds at all. But yet he didn't even, he didn't react the way I thought he should have reacted, man. It looked like he was about to, and then he just stepped back, and y'all seen it. Everybody and their mama posted it except Hardcore, you know what I'm saying? I think enough people out there posted it that I didn't have to post it, you know what I mean? I think I might have put it in the chat or something like that, but yeah, it was the slap that was heard around the world. Yeah, White Chocolate put them paws on him, man. Yeah, you're right. Spitting is nasty, man. Yeah. You spit on me. Oh my goodness, man. Somebody get Hardcore out of jail, man. Please. Someone call 911. Man. So yeah, what's going on in the world of boxing today, man? Let's look. The fight against Beterbiev and Callum Smith has been postponed. Beterbiev suffered a bone infection to his jaw and underwent surgery. So that event will be rescheduled for a later date. Yes, indeed. That will be rescheduled for a later date. And the first, what else we got in the world of boxing today, man? What they say? Hey, that outfit that so-called Steven Nelson made, man, that thing was fire. Yes, indeed, it was fire, man, for sure. They say Spence is optimistic about Crawford rematch. I know I'm a lot better than what I showed. Richard Hitchison believes fight between himself and Devin Haney is a mega showdown. Cabaret said Esau Cruz fight was close. His energy started going down towards the end. Hearn says Wilder fight will be dependent on Joshua getting the victory against White rematch. Duh. Sometimes I wonder why people even put stuff in there. I mean, come on, man. We know that. Jamel Charlo, broken left hand, is great and will be ready for action against Canelo. I hope so. Yo, Ennis Tellez, the finish was the assassin instinct that us Cubans have. Okay. Wilder says Spence looked over dehydrated. Crawford made it look easy, was in another dimension. Wow. Yeah. Canelo said, Crawford, you're a fucking great fighter. I like Spence, but Crawford is too good. Yeah. He is him. He is him. He is him for sure. What else we got? What else? That's about it. In the post press conference, I like both guys, what they did, what they said. You know what I mean? What standed out the most to me was the professionalism from both teams, man. It wasn't no whole bunch of rhetoric. You know what I'm saying? They both was respectful. What I like about Spence is Spence didn't come in there with no sunshades on and no excuses or anything like that. He gave Crawford his respect. You know, and you might, while you're watching the internet today, you're going to see a whole bunch of videos of Crawford giving back Spence his belts. And you know, and actually that's what is always done, because those belts are actually Spence's belts for his life. Even though he lost, those are his belts, and the new belts will be mailed to Crawford, you know. But everybody was talking about, oh, the generosity to Crawford giving back Spence's belts. No, those are actually Spence belts. He done paid the people much money on them, that 3% and everything. And those are his keepsakes for the rest of his life, you know. And they will send Crawford brand new belts. You know, I mean, who would want somebody else's belts, man? No, they've been around their waist all the time, and this, that, and the third, and their house smell like, you know, Cheetos. I don't know. But what I'm saying is, man, yeah, you know, everybody was like, oh, that's such a great gesture. No, he's doing what he's supposed to. He will get his own belts in the mail. But Spence had to, you know, turn them over for the optics, you know what I'm saying, on television. You know what I'm saying? Because, you know, he won. You know what I mean? But that's just for optics, man. It's just like a lot of the weigh-ins, man. The weigh-ins that you normally see, not all the time, but majority of the time, they're just for optics. It's just for the show, just for media. Because they done already weighed in that morning early. You know what I'm saying? Like when Crawford and Spence weighed in, they weighed in early. Yes, when you finally seen them, they had rehydrated and everything, man. It's just for show. You know what I'm saying? Smoke and mirrors, man, to sell the show. That's all it is, man. But one thing about the hangout, man, you know I ain't never gonna let you leave y'all in the dark about nothing. I'm gonna tell you just like how TIS is, man. But yeah, shout out to all my guys, man. We got Fender Bender up in here. We got Al Booger up in here. Hold on. Remo has entered into the building. He says Pitbull definitely fumbled that tank bag. Yeah, he did. He did. I want to see how they're going to try to get the shit back in the horse, though. You know what I'm saying? I want to see, because they done invested a lot of money. They gave him a big exposure. You know what I'm saying? And he shit the bed, man. Hey, that Cabrera fight, man, was close to me. Yes, indeed. Me personally, I feel though that he landed more punches. Now I don't know if they weren't the most clean and effective. Pitbull did land the bigger shots. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, I felt though that fight could have went either way. You know what I mean? But hey, who the hell am I? I'm just an old hardcore. Yeah. Good morning, Lottie Dot and everybody, man. It's going to be a little dim right now in the boxing world because we really ain't got nothing heavy coming up. We do have what's the kid that was a YouTuber now, and he's a fighter. I can't think of his name. He's fighting this weekend. He's fighting Nate Diaz? No. Is he fighting Nate Diaz? Whoever knows what I'm talking about, just put it in the chat for me. I appreciate it, man. But yeah, he's fighting this weekend. Also Shadeja Green is fighting. Yeah, Jake Paul. There you go. Jake Paul. Appreciate that, Al Booger. Yeah, Shadeja Green, man. She's fighting. I'm looking forward to that fight. You know what I'm saying? Because she's inching towards being able to fight for them belts. Yeah, I think she gets past this one, man. She has a chance to fight Savannah Marshall, man, for undisputed. You know what I'm saying? And that winner of that, man, will have to go against Clarissa Shields. Now, since Clarissa Shields now has company at the two-time undisputed champ in two different divisions, you know she got to step her game up. So she gonna make it 3 times now. She gonna thank you, Nate Diaz. She gonna make it 3 times undisputed champion, man. So yeah, she's going to the next level. Yeah. So I think she'll fight that winner, man, and that will be at 168, if I'm not mistaken. Yes, indeed. Yeah. If you haven't hit the appreciation button, man, let's get that paperwork out the way. Let me see if I did it yet. All right. I already hit the appreciation button. So I got that going on. You know what I mean? Sometimes I forget. So I know if I forget, I know y'all definitely can forget. You know what I'm saying? But yeah. Make sure that we do that. We've been doing good with that, man. We have really been executing the plan. You know what I'm saying? It says we got 8 people in here. We got 8 appreciation. So man, I can't beat that. That's 100% likemanship. Yeah. That's 100% likemanship. Yeah. Y'all know hardcore be making those words up. Yes, indeedy, man. Shout out to my mighty voyeurs, man. Shout out to my mighty voyeurs up in here that just like to watch, man. Salute to you, man. Hey, even if you're just watching, man, and you're not chatting, make sure you hit that appreciation button, man. Do that for your boy Hardcore. Yes, indeedy. Yes, indeedy, man. Let's do a roll call, man. Let's do a roll call. Who we got up in here right now? We had Heavy up in here first. Heavy was the first person to come up in the building. Yeah. Then we got Brian Corbett. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. Then Lincoln Level, straight from Jamaica, came up in here. Yes, he did. Yes, he did. Then you got BMN Boxing News shot up in here. Yeah. Then you know it. Yes, indeed. This guy like furniture up in here. Al Booger is in the building. Just do boxing. Yes, and dude, ever since his first time being in here, man, he always graces us with his presence, and we appreciate it. Yeah. We got Big Bad Fender Bender in the building. Yes, and you know what he doing? He over there, man. Where you at, in Ohio? Out there dropping them packages off, man. Yes, indeedy, man. Remo. Yes, indeed. Y'all make sure y'all check out Remo, man. Got his own line of clothing, man. Yes, indeedy. Hey, Remo, Remo, send me a t-shirt or something so I can advertise it on the show, man. I can wear it, man. You know what I mean? That's how you get stuff out there, man. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. If you want to, anyway. Who else we got up in here so far, man? Martin King Boxing. What it do, champ? How you feeling, man? If he wants it, he can have it. All righty, man. Yes, indeed. And I'm going to tell you, the rest of the guys are on their way. I'm talking about Showtime, the guy. I know he's on his way. I'm talking about Dre Finest. I know he's on his way. I'm talking about Skywalking Boxing. Yeah, he is on his way. Hey, man, you know I be having some can't remember shit. Yeah, I got CRS, man. Can't remember shit. But I tell you what, Fat Steel will be in the building. Who else? Help me out. Who else, man? My mind be so bad, man. Yeah. B3 will be in the building. Yeah. It's coming to me. Heather E. Yes, indeedy, man. I was like, girl, where you been at? I seen it on one of the other chats. I was like, where you been at? You know we've been missing you. Yes, indeed. Also, Miss B be coming through here with all her profanity. Yes, indeed. Martin King Boxing, I know you get great interviews, man. Thank you very much. I appreciate that, brother. He said, look like Tank prediction of a glass chin was wrong. What's great, Hardcore Boxing News? Man, yeah. A lot of people was out there wrong, man. Yes, indeedy, man. I said I know who I want to win, but I wasn't sure who was going to win. You know what I mean? Because I just felt though those guys was just that close in skills. But I was wrong there. Yes, indeedy, man. I was wrong there. Marty King Boxing. I appreciate that, fam. Yes, indeedy, man. Yes, indeedy. Appreciate that. Hit me with a super sticker. I don't even know what a super sticker is, but I appreciate it. Yes, indeed. I appreciate it. Thank you, Martin King Boxing, man. Yes, indeed. Lottie Dottie and everybody. I like that brother say I do great interviews, man. I thank you, man. I think great is a little exaggerated, but I appreciate it, man. Yes, indeedy, man. I just, I don't even call it interview. I just be talking, man. Simple as that. I just enjoy the sport of boxing, man. And every time people say they watch my interviews, they say, man, it's like two dudes that been knowing each other, you know, because that's my style, you know what I mean? I keep it informal, you know what I'm saying? And I just talk it with them, and I appreciate it. Al Booker say it's a super chat, OG, just a pick instead of a words. Thank you, thank you, thank you, man. And that's what I like. My guys, man, they keep me informed, man. I don't be understanding none of this. I know the bare bones minimum to get this what we got going on right now. The bare bone minimum, man. I know how to do these things. I'm gonna tell you, because you're talking about a guy at one time that had no social media. Yeah. I didn't never even take pictures, man. I didn't get on no cameras, you know what I'm saying? I didn't do none of this type stuff. So what I'm doing right now, oh man, I done got out my comfort zone big time. I done got out my comfort zone big times, man. Yeah. I got Facebook now. I got Instagram. I got TikTok. I don't really know how to use that. I got YouTube. That's it. I ain't got nothing more than that. Oh, I got Twitter. I got that too, man. Yes, indeed. I know how to tweet. Yeah, it's not, from what I understand, the name is changing to X. X, yeah. Y'all laughing at me, huh? Yes, indeedy, man. But yeah. And I tell you what, man, if I don't know how to do something, I will search it on YouTube University, because YouTube University has everything. And I'm gonna tell you something in the Bible that's so true. There's a lot of things in the Bible that are true, but the Bible says there's nothing new up underneath the sun. So if you think that you're an originator in a thought, trust me, tens and thousands of people have already thought that before you. And YouTube proves it every time, because I don't care what you put in that search, man. Somebody's going to come up in that search and talk about what you was thinking about, man. It's just how it is, man. There's nothing new up under the sun. Yes, indeed. I think that's one of those proverbs. Now, I can't give you the destination number, but it's definitely proverbs, because I love me some proverbs, man. That's that wisdom, man. And you need wisdom in this world, man. You need wisdom. And, Solomon was the wisest man ever, So I don't mind reading his words, because I know they solid for sure. Yes, indeedy. Yes, indeedy. Yeah, but I know what a super sticker is now. Yeah, how about that? Amen and the boom shagalaga to that. Yes, indeedy, man. They can't hold this old dude down. Yes, indeedy. Hey, man, but yeah. That was beautiful. Executed win that the young Crawford did this weekend, man. I can't keep saying. Matter of fact, I'm gonna have to. I want to sit down and watch it today, because keep in mind I was doing the commentating and everything, and I had the volume down, which I normally watch fights like that anyway, so I don't get moved by what the folks are saying. You know what I'm saying? So, but yeah, I definitely want to watch it again, man. I was slightly inebriated as well. You know how we get when we was watching them fights, man. And I was eating too, man. Man, I made me a nice brisket. I know some of y'all already know, man. I smoked me my first Cornish hen. Oh my goodness. If you like smoked chicken, I tell you what, smoke yourself a Cornish hen. I guarantee you eat the same. You eat the whole thing that night. Yes, indeedy, man. So I enjoyed myself. Had big thing of potato salad, scrang bangs. Yeah. So I sat back, man. And oh yeah, I was ghetto as hell. I was eating while I was commentating live. Yes, indeed, man. I probably did the craziest commentating show that was on YouTube that night. I don't give a damn because I'm always gonna be me, man. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, I had a big time. I enjoyed myself, man, and I appreciate Lottie Dottie and everybody that came and hung out with your boy Hardcore this weekend, man. It was definitely a phenomenal weekend, and it's gone into the record books, man. It is in the record books. Our bookers say, Hardcore, you might want to listen with the volume turned up. You can hear Bud's shots loud and booming. Yeah. I probably will, since I done already watched it now. You know what I mean? I'm going to turn the volume up and get that true experience, man. Because I'm going to be honest, I like watching fights from home more than I like actually going to the fights. You know what I mean? As you get older, I know for me anyway, man, that whole point of being in the arena and everything, you miss so much, man. I went to the recent Boots fight, man, and had a good time. And I'm just happy just to see a lot of my media friends and everything, and credentials is free, So only thing I didn't like is I didn't stay overnight. And I just got back on the road, man. I talked to myself all the way back home, you know what I mean? But I wasn't paying $400 for a room or for overnight. Yeah, for no more than 9 hours. I wasn't gonna do that, man. I can't do that, man. How we say I'm retired and I'm on a fixed income. Yes, indeed. And if I paid that $400 for that room, I would have been broke. Ain't nothing like, Martin King boxing. It ain't nothing like sitting back at home, man, and watching a fight, man. Yeah, you can't beat it, man. You got all the accoutrements that you're going to need, man. And yeah, man. And I'm gonna tell you how much they charge for everything these days is just disrespectful, man. Disrespectful, man. Yeah. So I love sitting back and watching the fights at home. Like sometimes I don't get approved for the fight. I don't care. I'll send them a email back, say, hey, I understand you didn't approve me for the fight, but I want to be able to go to media week. Yeah, that's what I want to do. I want to go to media week. I want to be at the press conference and the weigh-ins and stuff like that, so I can bring you all back content. You know what I mean? Do that. I'm interested in that. That makes more sense to me. You don't really get a lot of interviews on fight night. Nah. But at press conferences and even on weigh-ins, man, once them cats weigh in, they be out of there. They ain't got time to be. They hungry. They ornery. They mad that they cutting weight. Yeah. Cash Sport has entered into the building. He said, good morning, Hardcore. And the hanger. Our booger say AC got me for $550 last time I stayed. Yeah, come on, man. That's disrespectful, man. That's too disrespectful, man. I can't do it, man. Back in the day when I was, balling a little bit, yeah. But back then, I'm gonna be honest. I've never paid for a room in Atlantic City or Vegas. Yeah, because I was a high roller gambler, you know what I'm saying? So they comp me rooms but ever since the pandemic, I ain't never gambled since. Yeah, so my status is went into Putsville. Yes, indeedy, man. So when they tell me how much they want me to pay, I like, get out of here. I'm not doing that. No, not for a room you've been giving to me free. No, sirree, man. I was getting sweets and everything, man. Every Mayweather fight I've ever went to was comped. Yeah, this before I was even media. Vegas. I get out to Vegas, room, limo. I'm talking sweets, all that stuff. Now I know I probably done gambled it back to but I didn't have to pay for it. You know what I'm saying? And I got receipts for it too. Yes, indeedy, man. Yes, indeed. Matter of fact, it's a video. Me and my mom's up in Vegas. Probably one of my first videos on here. Check it out. My mom's like my best friend, man. She had me young. She had me at 14. So we grew up together, basically, man. You know what I mean? So, you know, I'm in my 50s, she in her 60s now. Yes, indeedy, man. But that's my sweetheart, man. Yes, and I'm a mama's boy. I talk to my mama every day. Yeah, I do. Yeah, I do. I still do. Yes, indeedy. Yes, indeedy. I love my mama. Yeah. Cash Sports say, wow, hard to believe neither of the last week big fights was very competitive. Yeah. Yes, like Floyd always says, man, is levels to this. Is levels to this, and this weekend showed. Now we need. I'm like I said, unless you had ESP, you know, and you're just that great in knowing boxing, because I don't confess to be that guy to say that you knew that Inoue was just going to wipe Scooter out. Now, possible win, I knew that. Oh yeah, I'm like, sure he could win, without a doubt. But the way he won, the way he made him look basic. Yeah. And then again, Spence. Come on, man. Come on, man. When you look at it, like they say, styles make fights, man. I felt though Benavidez had a better performance against Bud. Kavaliskis had a better performance against Bud. Porter had a better performance against Bud. You know what I'm saying? You know, it is what it is. Hey, and I'm gonna say it. I put it in the chat, man. Before the fight, and they showed Spence, man. I swear he done already smoked on that Bud pack, man. I'm telling you, man. I got pictures in my phone right now, man. I was like, damn. And so last night, my wife and I, we went out with a couple of our friends. They were celebrating their anniversary. You know what I'm saying? Black love. Okay. Yes, indeed. And you know me, being the hardcore I am, the conversation has to turn to boxing. Yes, indeed. So I said, man, what do y'all think about that fight last night? And everybody at the table said, he looked like he was high. I'm like, oh, so it wasn't just me? Yeah. I was like, goodness gracious, man. I know that boy ain't smoke on that pack before he went in there, man. But you know he part Jamaican, man. Our boogers say AC is vicious. Yeah, it is. Yeah, AC will put that boo-ba bang to your pocket. You better believe it. Yes, indeedy, man. Remo said the same thing. Marty King Boxer say Angel Manfredi versus John Brown. John put pause on Manfredi in New York. Yes, indeed. But Floyd put hands on Angel Manfredi, if I'm not mistaken. Didn't he? I think he did. Al Booger said, looks like Robert Helenius is fighting this Saturday. Get out of here. Did not know that one. Appreciate that. I appreciate that, man. I did hear something about him fighting. I didn't know it was coming up this soon. Cash Sports said, I don't think anybody really saw what happened last week coming. If you did, you should have bet like crazy and you should have a whole bunch of money. Yes, indeed, a whole bunch of money. Marty King Boxer said Earl was a tuner. Crawford just reeled him in. Yes, indeed. I think the funniest thing I heard seen is Mike on Sports, big Crawford fan. Shout out to Mike on Sports, man. He said, man, Moby Dick got caught with a fishing pole. I was like, you know what? You disrespectful, dude. You disrespectful, you know, and I'm in an international chat, man. And so it's guys from all over the world in this chat that loves boxing, man. And I'm going to tell you, I kid you not, man. I had over 1,000 notifications of texts from that chat, man. Oh my goodness. And it goes 24 hours. So, you know, I just turned the notifications off, man, because it just cold drives me crazy, man. These guys, because since they're in different countries, man, the time zones are different, you know what I mean? So you like the UK guys, they up chatting like hell, you know, but it's 4 o'clock here, you know what I mean? It's like noon there, something like that, you know what I'm saying? So yeah, man. We got a little hiatus on boxing. You know what I'm saying? Hey, what do y'all think about Jamel Charlo against Canelo, man? Do you feel though he has a chance, and why? Help your boy Hardcore out today, man. You know what I mean? Because somewhere in this mind of mine, you know what I'm saying? I feel though that Jabel can pull it off. Yeah. I don't know why. I mean, I do know why. I'm going to tell you why. The reason why is because, for one, I know that Jamel started out as a boxer. Yeah, definitely a boxer. When he was with Ronnie Shield, man, he really knew how to use that ring. He has very good boxing skills. Okay. I feel though his feet, I won't call them great, you know what I'm saying, but he does move well. He has power, and I think that he will have more power at 68. I don't think that he should go all the way up to 168. I think he should come in where he feels comfortable. You know what I'm saying? I think he should come in where he feels comfortable. He has a beautiful jab. I like that. And on the flip side, I feel like Canelo is now on a decline. I feel though that Canelo is on a decline. And I know a lot of people say, well, hey, they got weight classes for a reason. Well, I tell you what, Jamel Charlo, I never understood how he stayed in 54 so long. Yeah, because them some big guys, man. Oh, he easily walks around 180, 185, without a doubt. You know what I'm saying? So I'm when that fight does come up, I'm already putting my receipts in it for right now. I believe that the young Jamel can pull it off, man. And that would be a beautiful thing, man, to go up to go up two weight classes, man, to go up two weight classes and become undisputed again. You know what I'm saying? Then come back down and defend it at 154 and fight Bud. Come on, man. Hey, that would be great. It'd be just like when Kell Brooks went up to fight Triple G. You know, he got one orbital bone broke up there. Then he came back down and fought Spence at 147, got the other orbital bone broke. You know what I'm saying? So, hey, we done seen it before. It can actually happen. I like the fight a lot. You know what I'm saying? I'm really thinking that the better Charlo is fighting Canelo. You know, I'm serious. You know, Al Booger said, I can't lie. I didn't think the Charlos were that good under Ronnie. Glad at least male switch trainers. Yeah. I like his style. He was undefeated. He was boxing more than sitting down on his punches. Derek definitely taught him how to sit on his punches and everything. But I'm gonna tell y'all something funny. Go back and watch Derek James, some of his old fights, man. And when you, hey, how you doing, son? Go watch. What you got there? Lemonade? Made some lemonade. Okay. Yeah. So go back and watch some of Derek James' old fights. Man, once you look at those fights, you'll say, "Damn, he'd have made Spence fight just like him." I'm telling you, it's crazy. He looks exactly the same, man. So yeah, make sure you get a chance, go check that out. I got a good giggle from that one. Yes, indeed. Al Booger said, "I give Mel a good shot. Canelo feet are so slow, low stamina and slower hands. Mel just got to make Nello respect his power." Yes, indeed. I like that a lot, Al Booger. Very good breakdown. Yes, indeedy, man. I agree with you 1,000% on that. That's going to be the biggest thing right there. That if he can make Canelo respect his power, and keep in mind, Canelo done been hit by the best of them, man. Yes, indeed. I seen Canelo get really rocked where he was about one time. I mean, Triple G done put hands on him too, but Went back in the day when he was a younger man, he fought Cotto's cousin. Yeah. Is it Cotto cousin or brother? I don't know which one it was. But man, he put hands on Canelo, man, and made Canelo do like a little stanky leg and everything. But I'm gonna tell you what, right after that, man, Canelo went through him like the Tasmanian devil, man. Yeah, for sure. Yes, indeed. Tim Layton has entered into the building. Good morning, Jay, and the Hardcore Hangout. Salute, my brother. Salute, 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 man. Yes, indeedy, man. Man, yeah. But yeah, what do y'all think should be next for Crawford? Put it in the chat, man. Put it in the chat what you think should be next for Terrence Bud Crawford, the two-time undisputed champion of the world. Then came all the way up from 135 and now is at 147. Yeah, they said he was light in the ass, pause, and all that. They said he wasn't gonna be strong enough. That's not true. Man, said he can't fight inside. That ain't true. Said that his chin was glass. That ain't true. I mean, everything that they said he was or he wasn't, I've said things as well. He proved all of us that didn't believe, wrong. Yeah. I totally gave him his respect. I always felt though that he was a very good boxer, but I was wrong. He's not a very good boxer. He's an exceptionally good boxer, and he's special. Yeah, special Bud. Yeah, he's special, man. I have to give him that special stamp. You know what I mean? You remember that? Y'all remember some of my older cats? Y'all remember, what do you call a kid that can fight like that? You call that kid a crackerjack. He a crackerjack, man. He a crackerjack, man. Yes, indeedy, man. Man, Bud and Mel makes sense for Bud. Can set another record, man. Hey, so then you ask the question again. You ask the question again. Is he too small for 154? Oh my goodness, man. And can we see the same thing that played out against Kell Brooks as Jermell Charlo being Kell Brooks? Kell Brooks was whipping ass, man. So he left 147 and went and fought Triple G at 160, I believe. I believe it was 160. Was doing pretty good until Triple G put the boo-bop bang on him. All right. And he left 160, went back down to 147, then fought Earl and got paws put on him too. So, do the same thing happen to Jermell? Do he go up to 168 and fight Canelo, get beat, then come down to 154 and fight Bud and get beat? Wow. Because that's what it's starting to look like. That's what it's starting to look like. Yes, indeed. Will lightning strike twice? I don't know. Can it? Will it? You tell me. Talk to me quick before I forget. Yeah. Talk to me quick before I forget. Bud showed him how to win. Take his jab away from Canelo, and rest is history. Rest is history. Yes, indeedy, man. The rest is history. Yes, indeedy. Man, I'm just telling you, man, it can happen. It can be possible. You know what I mean? Or, hey, maybe Jermell is just that good and goes up to 168, does the unbelievable thing and beats Canelo, comes back down to 154 and fights. He's just so much in that confidence now, you know what I mean? And come back, man, and go to 154 and fights Bud and beat him. Yeah, man. Anything in this game of boxing, you never know what the hell can happen, man. You know, maybe he might be too big for a Bud. Pause. I'm just throwing out scenarios right now. You know, I'm putting out that what ifs. I'm putting out some what ifs right now. You know, to make you go, You know, that's what I'm doing right now. Things to make you go, Yeah, Bud slick enough to carry his skills and few pounds up to 154. Yeah, because you know, you got to start, putting them in the same conversation now as some of the greats, man. Yeah, I'm talking same conversation in there with the Floyd Mayweathers, man, the Mike Tyson conversations, you know what I mean? Vander Holyfield conversation, man. Yeah, man. You know, some of the Roy Jones conversation. Yeah, he done did something that none of them other guys had did. None of them. The Canelo conversation. Yeah, we got to put Bud there in those conversations now. They say, and it is true, we are in the Bud era now. Yeah, and I'm going to tell you, man, I hope he gets his just due. You know, well, he's always made sure that he got his money. He made sure he got his money. Now, will it translate into pay-per-view sales? Do y'all think that it was actually a million? Did they get 1 million sales this weekend? What do y'all think? Do you think they did 1 million sales? Talk to me quick before I forget, man. Let me know something. I don't see nobody beat Bud at this moment straight up. All right, Heavy, I hear you. Hey, where my man Dre Finest at, man? I haven't seen Dre Finest ever since the Spence fight. Man, I hope, I don't know, man. Maybe my dude upset, man. You know, cause Dre Finest always up in the building, man. Hey, Dre, if you got your ears on, man, holla at your boy Hardcore, man. Talk to me quick before I forget, man. Yeah, and Javier Flores, I need you up in the building. Thomas Morris just walked in the door, for sure. Yes, indeedy. Yes, indeedy. Bud is already 35 years old, going to be short-lived era. Yeah, I agree. I think Bud has 3 more fights. That's it. He always said he don't want to be one of them guys to fight till he's 40 and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? I think he want to get at least 2 to 3 more fights to secure some nest eggs. You know what I'm saying? From what I understand, he's a very smart businessman. He makes good decisions. It doesn't seem like he's real flamboyant with his money. You know, he's a family guy, got a bunch of kids like Hardcore. You know what I'm saying? But kids are investments and blessings. You know what I'm saying? Yes, indeed. So yeah, shout out, man, to Bud, man. And where my guy Jay at with the E? Jay with the E. Where you at, Jay? Hey, and Boss Dog, you got your ears on, buddy? What you thought about that fight this weekend, man? Shout out to all my truckers, man, that's listening to the show, man. But, you know, can't chat, man, because, you know, hey, driving 18 wheels, man, that ain't no easy thing, man. I'm scared of those things, man. When I see them 18 wheelers, man, I get way on the other side of the street, man. That's just too many pounds of destruction right there. I don't want to be nowhere near that thing whatsoever. Because I'm gonna tell you, you get one of them things come across you, man. Yeah, it's good night, Irene, man. So yeah, when I see them cats, man, I get way away from them, man, because I still keep in mind that's a human driving that thing, and we're subject to error. So I get the hell out of their way when I see them trucks, man. Yeah. Hey, Hardcore, does your pound for pound list change now? Yeah. But I told y'all that when I made it. They asked me the question last week. Someone said, hey, Jay, why did you put Inoue first? And I said the reason why, because in the pound for pound list, it's about people going to different levels and different divisions and conquering the divisions. You know what I'm saying? So they said, well, if Spence wins, would he be number 1 on your pound for pound list? And I said, no. I still wouldn't put him number one on my pound for pound list. Then they said, well, if Bud wins, would he be number one on your pound for pound list? And why? I said yes, because that means if Bud wins, he done made history. He done went to another division and conquered it and became undisputed. Not just got a couple of belts, he got all the belts in that division. You know what I'm saying? So he went from he came from 135 all the way up to 147. So Bud Crawford is definitely number one on Hardcore's list. Inoue is number two. Usyk is number three on my list. Yes, indeed. So I appreciate that question, Heavy. Al Booker say, good looking for the yeah. No doubt, no doubt, man. Shoot, man. All my people that been in here forever with me, man, should have a wrench, man. Because like I said, when we finally get huge in numbers, man, I'm gonna need everybody to keep this court in order. You know what I'm saying? So I appreciate you, man. You're always in the building. You know what I'm saying? And I appreciate you, man, for sure, and many more are coming. Yes, indeed. You know, especially you've been the ones that's been in here from the jump. You know what I'm saying? So, like I said, I appreciate Lottie Dottie and everybody, man. Yeah. For a while, the whole chat gonna be all blue. Yes, indeed. But it's gonna balance out when we started having 100 to 500 people in the chat at one time, and that's what I foresee one day. You know what I'm saying? So preparing for the future right now. You know, I'm preparing for the future, man. And I'm gonna tell you, man. I tell people, I talk about y'all guys all the time. I said, man, I got a group of loyal guys up in here, man. Yes, indeedy, man. So yeah, man. So I'm like, hey, you know what I mean? I appreciate all y'all, man. And like I said, man, I've been speaking it for a long time. Eventually, we're gonna have so many people in the chat. It ain't gonna be like how it is now, so nice and quaint. You know what I'm saying? Nice and quaint, where we all, is like right now, man. The young kids call it a kickback. We used to call it a get together. You know what I mean? But that's how it is right now in the hangout, man. It's a kickback. You know what I'm saying? And like I said, we're the cheers of boxing, where everybody knows your name. We all know each other up in here, man, for sure. So man, I appreciate Lottie Dottie and everybody that comes up in the building and helps support the party. I said party. I was trying to rhyme again, man. But I tell you what, though, have you hit the appreciation button since you've been in the door, man? That's what that is. That's criteria up in here, man. That's criteria, you know what I mean? Because somehow the algorithm and everything figures out what people like, you know what I'm saying? And then it goes out and find more people just like you and bring them up into the hangout. You did. So that's what we need. That's what we need. We need more people and more people and more people and more people. You know what I'm saying? So the hangout can grow. I know it's early in the morning, man. You know what I mean? A lot of people don't get up, but I know it can develop, because I see other channels, man, that's in the morning, just like me. You know what I'm saying? But they've been around. They done put in their time. You know what I'm saying? And by them putting in that time, man, they have a good following. You know what I'm saying? So our people are come. They soon come. Soon come, as they say in Jamaica. Soon come. You know what I'm saying? They'll be here. You know what I mean? We're going to have, I want to see a consistent 50 every morning in here at one time. You know what I'm saying? And that's happening. Fender Bennett say, you think he's going to drop the belts and move up immediately, or stick around to fight Boots? I believe he's going to 54. I believe he's going to 54, unless they offer him something just great. You know what I mean? Maybe they offer him Keith Thurman, because Thurman also is the WBC mandatory for those belts. You know what I'm saying? So they might can do a Thurman and a Bud Crawford. Makes sense to me. You might see that. You might see that. And it'd be for some good bread because Thurman likes to talk. You know what I mean? So he'll sell the show. He would definitely sell the show. So yeah, I can definitely see a Keith Thurman and a Bud Crawford. They both on the same side of the street. You know, Bud is signed up for the next two fights. You know, one more, I believe. You know what I'm saying? So I can see that actually happening, or the rematch. You know what I mean? Because Spence can activate that 54, the fight in 54. Bud already said in the post conference that it was hard for him to make 47 now too. And I'm gonna let the cat out the bag, and this is just pure rumor, but somebody told me it was definitely true. But I'm gonna put it out as a rumor that it took twice before Crawford to make weight that day. And I'm just telling you what I've heard, that somebody that was actually in that room when it happened. You know what I'm saying? So they said that Crawford didn't make weight the first time. You know what I'm saying? But he did make weight. Yeah. You're right, Just Do. Thurman's been doing a lot of talking for sure. Yes, indeedy. Where my guy Bodywork Boxing at? Where you at, Bodywork Boxing? I know you somewhere around, brother. Salute the Bodywork Boxing, man. Who else we missing today, man? I tell you, not seeing Showtime the Guy and Dre Finest, man. Yeah, them two pillars of society up in here, man. Yes, indeedy. And Fat Steel, I know he's still asleep. That youngster still asleep right now, you know. But he had fun this weekend, man. I love seeing the young guys, man, growing up in boxing. I love to see that because I once they get bit by that bug early, you know what I'm saying? It's all downhill. Yes, and you know what this, how you are to this sport, how we feel, and why we're hardcores, man, because we've been bit by the bug, man. Yes, indeed. I told you my first fight was Muhammad Ali, Ken Norton 3. Yeah, man. And ever since then, man, and I even met Muhammad Ali before, man. Yeah. You know, so I'm so happy about that, you know. You know, I met Muhammad Ali, you know, the greatest. I met Carissa Shields, the greatest. So, you know, both the goats and the GOAT, you know what I mean? Clarissa Shields came and did like 45-minute interview with me online. You know what I'm saying? And I appreciate that from the sister, man. Y'all can check that out. It's in the a hardcore archives. Yeah, a hardcore archives, all sophisticated about it. But yeah, man, I really want to see what's next for Bud. My question is, if Spence activates the rematch, do you see anything different? Let me know in the chat, man. Let me know if Spence activates the rematch. Do we see anything different? You know what I'm saying? Maybe there was some reasons why he was lethargic and everything like that. He gave us no excuses. You know what I'm saying? Maybe he was weight drained. You know, I can throw out excuses for him. You know what I mean? He didn't. Maybe he was weight drained, and maybe those 18 months, maybe he did need a tune up. You know what I mean? His timing definitely was totally off. But I'm going to be truthfully honest. It just looked like the skills were just different. They were two levels of skills different. You know what I'm saying? I just didn't, you know, like I said, we seen Porter, and that's why you can't use that triangle theory. You know what I mean? Where such and such for such and such and such and such for such and such. So this is what should happen. That don't always work, man. Yeah, because Porter, man, fight against Crawford was very competitive up into the knockdown. Actually, I had Porter up by like one, you know, but and Bud, even though that was his first time at 47 when he fought Benavidez, you know what I mean, was a at least a fight that wasn't one-sided, you know. So when you see what we witnessed this weekend, you know, it makes you like, well, God damn, you know. But you know what? Keep in mind, this is work, and everybody done had a bad day at work. You know, I'm just throwing some stuff out there. I'm stirring the pot right now, man. You know, that's my job. Did Spence just have a bad day at the office? Did he smoke on that pack before he went in there? Because I told you, man, my man looked like he had already started on that pack early. Man, I got pictures. Man. And I told you I went to dinner last night with a few of my friends, man. And you know, as I said, you know us hardcores, we're gonna bring in the boxing conversation. I'm like, y'all catch that fight this weekend? They like, yeah, but why the guy look high? I'm like, okay, so I wasn't the same. I'm not the only guy. I know I said this one time before earlier, but there's new people in here, so I want to make sure that they get the whole hardcore experience. Yeah. Al Booker said he definitely looked weird to me going into the ring, but no excuses. Yeah, no excuses. But we can talk about what we witnessed, though. You know, who knows why he looked weird? Yeah, I did not see the same Spence. Maybe the magnitude of the event got to him. I don't know. Me personally, I felt though he was off the whole press conferences and everything. I'm gonna be honest, you know, but it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? Cash Sports said no different. There's levels to this. Yeah, I mean, we seen it. We synced it. But one thing, and I said it before, Earl Spence has never lied to us. Everything he has said he's going to do, he did, except take that belt from Crawford. But he told us 2 weeks ago that it was going to be a one-sided ass whooping. And I didn't believe him. And you know what? He was right. Again, the truth speaks. It was a one-sided ass whooping, man. We just didn't realize what side he was talking about. Thomas Moore said, EJ looked bigger than ever in the ring. Plus, he has a nutritionist. I'm not going for it, V. Or maybe J. Maybe that's supposed to be a J. Thomas Morris, I got JJ as my personal favorite, but Ali is right there. It's the cultural stuff with them both for me, why I put them up there. Okay, we're going back. Let me go back to the conversation initial. Thomas Morris said, Ali may be number one heavyweight, but for me, it was Jack Johnson. Okay. What else we got going on up in here? Yes, indeed. What I'm going to do right now, man, I'm going to put the phone line in right now. You know, so if you want to call in, you can do so. Yeah. The call-in light is now there. Yes, indeed. I'm trying to let me get it together. Yes, indeed. Yeah. Oh, okay. One more thing I gotta do. One more thing. Yeah. And yeah. Bam. There we go. If you want to call in, you can do so. The telephone number is on. Yeah. If you want to talk to your boy Hardcore, man. Yes, indeed. Maybe you didn't get a chance to roast me yesterday in the Crow Show. And man, shout out to the Crow Show yesterday, man. It was definitely a success, man. The Crow Show was a success. I really enjoyed the Crow Show. We had a lot of people participate in it, man. So shout out to the Crow Show, man. Yeah. Shout out to the Crow Show, man. We had fun yesterday. 2 hours of straight fun, man. And we all talked about what we seen and experienced. You know what I'm saying? And yes, indeed. And they gave it to your boy Hardcore yesterday. Pause, man. And I enjoyed every bit of it. I put a lot of the calls on Instagram, man, you know, and it got a lot of response on there too. I'm gonna start doing more promoting on Instagram so we can get more people over here as well, man. Because you got to go to them other platforms and be seen over there as well, man. You know, some of the bigger channels that I watch, man. That's how they did it. That's how they got started. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not trying to reinvent the wheel. I'm just trying to be a spoke. So if it works for them, I'm more than sure it can work for your boy Hardcore. Matter of fact, I feel though I got more personality than a lot of these cats, man, that's on these channels, man. You know what I mean? And I know I got better guys. So, hey, like I said, ain't nothing but up from here. You know what I'm saying? You know, I just want it to happen like right now. But Rome wasn't built in a day, man. So it's small steps, it's baby steps, man. You know what I mean? Rome wasn't built in a day, Hardcore. I don't know why you think you should have 1 million subscribers because we got $1 million content show, man. I got $1 million guys up in here, man. I got real ones, you know what I mean? So that's why. And I want more people to be able to experience what goes on in the hangout, man. You dig? Man, Dre Finest. I'm going to call Dre today, man. Got to check on my brother, man. Yes, indeed. And Javier Flores. Where you at, little bro? Where you at, little bro? There goes Showtime, the guy. There he is. Now I feel a little bit better. I feel a little bit better. Now I just need Dre Finest up in here, man. You know, I need my balance. I need to be balanced. I need all my guys up in here, man. So, you know, when one guy ain't here, man, it makes me wonder what's going on. You know what I'm saying? I already know Fat still just sleep right now. Cash Sports said, Jay, I had to lean on a troll in the comments of one of your videos. Oh, yeah? What was he saying? What was he saying, Cash Sport? I told y'all, if you ain't got haters, you ain't doing something. So I told y'all the trolls are coming. Yes, indeed. The trolls are coming. So, you know, I ain't trip about that, man. This is actually flattery. You know what I'm saying? It's actual flattery. You know what I'm saying? So that's what's up. Thomas Moore say, real talk. It was hard seeing a fighter I really respect taking a beating like that. He got our first let me bring that in. Hey, it's your boy Jay Hardcore. Who I got?
Hey, this your boy Heavy, man. What's going on?
What up, Heavy? What you got going on with you,
Ain't
youngster?
ain't too much cooling out, man. Cooling out. Yeah, man. Boy, I don't know what your boy gonna do now. What's up for him to do now? Your boy Crawford, man. I don't know if he gonna move up. I don't know if he gonna, stay where he at. But like he said, it was hard for him to make weight, so he may move up. If he move up, who you think he gonna fight? Who you think he got in his sights?
Oh, you talking about for 54?
Yeah, for 54.
Well, he been said it. He said he wants Jermell Charlo. You know what I'm saying? They really got bad blood. You know what I'm saying? He said it back in the. He said, "Yo, after I whip Spence ass, I'm gonna go up there and get his cheerleader, Jermell next." So,
okay.
yeah,
I missed that.
Yeah. So he said he definitely wants him. You know what I'm saying? So, I think that's who's next on the hit list. And matter of fact, during the fight this weekend, he was taunting Jermell Charlo. After he knocked Spence down, he looked at him and I think he mouthed something like "you next" or something like that. It's videos out there.
Woo!
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, so he hyping that up. Okay,
Oh,
so that's okay.
yeah.
So that's definitely gonna be next.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Yeah, if we don't
But
get
your boy,
what's up?
yeah, your boy Spence though, man, he came in the ring looking like he was high as gas or something though, didn't he, man?
Hey,
Like,
I don't know. I said the same thing, man. You know, no strikes against him or anything, man. I don't know what was going on, but when he was in the locker room, man, I said I screenshotted. I said, "Damn, dude, looked like he started on that bud pack early." You know what I'm saying?
Right, man. I'm telling you. Because we've been watching him the whole time. You know, his eyes ain't never looked like that. We done seen him talk. We done seen him on interviews.
Yeah.
His eyes was never like that. So it's like, honestly, bro, I know you ain't smoked no blunt before you got in that ring, boy. Wow. I know you ain't did no stupid shit like that. I promise you, I hope he ain't doing nothing. Because it will come out. He gon', you know, when the story come out, he gonna tell us why he went out there looking stupid like he did.
Yeah, I don't think
came into the ring.
I don't think he should say anything like that, because I'm gonna tell you, they will eat him up alive for saying some crap like that.
Hey,
man.
he got to tell us. So he got to give us a reason why he came out there.
Nah,
like that,
he
though,
don't. Look, you gotta go with the old joint we always used to say, man. It's my allergies.
right. It just won't my night. It just won't my night.
Yes, indeed, man. Something, man.
But yeah, man. You know, I appreciate you letting me call in, man. Let me speak to the fellas and everybody, man. You know, I really appreciate your show, man. It's the best thing kicking.
Thank
for real.
You. Hey, I appreciate that. Hey, man, advertise, man. Put it on one of your social media. Say, check out the Hardcore Hang. That's how we're going to grow, man. When more people see it from other people besides me saying it. You know what I'm saying?
Well, you know, it's funny you say that.
What's up?
I just put it on my Facebook the other day, man.
Oh, appreciate that, man.
I don't do a whole lot of social media.
Mm-hmm.
But I do because, you know, I work so much, man, for real. So I don't do too much. It's either YouTube for my boxing or Facebook for my family, you know. Other than that, I don't do the Instagram or you know, whatever else they got out there, man. But I did just post it the other day because, like I say, I do love the fact that we can come in here and talk about boxing, and whatever fans that I do have on my Facebook for boxing, they should be coming over. I had already invited somebody else over there too, Mike Bowser. So yeah, man, you know.
I appreciate that, man. I really do. Thank you.
Yeah, man. I appreciate you, bro. You know how we do, man.
Yeah. All right, Heavy. That's right. Y'all got Heavy up in the building right now, man.
My man.
I appreciate you, bro.
You know what it is.
Take it easy now. Yeah. That's right. We had Young Heavy up in here. Yes, indeed, man. I appreciate the young brother, man. And hey, all I know is the Rise podcast has entered into the building. Yeah. The Rise podcast has entered into the building, man. Yes, indeed, man. So Senior said, can't wait for the Spence versus Bud fight this weekend, because I don't know what the fuck that was last weekend. I'm gonna tell y'all, man, my man Senior been taking this heavy, man. Yes, indeed. He flew to Dallas yesterday, man. He was trying to put hands on Spence. He told Spence he won his money back. He said he won his daddy records back, man. He won his daddy's records back, man. He done lost it all, man. He done lost it all, man. Thomas Morris said Bud's timing was immaculate. It was, man. Everything that he did last weekend, when he just came straight in southpaw, you know, I mean, it wasn't no switching or none of that. He just said he came. He had a plan. He had a good plan, and they executed it well. Shout out to all three of his coaches, man. You know, I always used to say, man, why do he got 3 coaches, man? But obviously, man, when you put them all together, you get a perfect blend, man. Because I'm going to tell you, he put, 1 second, we got another call coming in. got your boy Hardcore up in here. Who we got on the phone?
It's PK205, man.
Hey, what's up, Pete? Okay, what you got going on this morning, bro?
Man, I'm in morning, man. I'm in morning.
Well, I tell you what, man, you called the right spot, man. We doing interventions today. You know what I'm saying?
Man.
Talk to me quick before I forget, man. Tell me what you're experiencing right now, bro.
I don't know, man. It was just, man, that was like watching your brother or son get beat up, man, and you couldn't do nothing but watch.
Damn. Yeah. Hey, the way you just described that, man, that's a bad feeling, man. When
yeah. Oh yeah.
Goodness gracious, man. I mean, let me ask you a question. In your mind, before the fight even happened, do you feel that Crawford could have won?
No, I was going for Spence all the way, but
okay.
You know,
you never have an inkling you didn't have an inkling in your mind that Spence could lose?
I thought Spence was gonna kill him.
Whoa. Yeah. I went back and forth. I know who I wanted to win, which was Spence. But I knew it was there. I knew by just doing film studies and everything that I knew it was a possible chance that Crawford could win. Now, what I seen this weekend, I didn't have no inkling in my mind that could happen.
No. What I saw, what happened shocked me.
Right.
Man, I went back home to a fight party. I was getting a drink on, and after the fight, I didn't drink nothing. I was ready to get in my car and get back on the road and come back home.
Exactly. Yeah, man. That remind me, like I said, when I went to a Cowboys game, the last Cowboy game at Cowboy Stadium. My wife and I, we flew out there, man. It was on Christmas Day. And we were playing the Redskins, man. And I was looking forward to it. And after the game, I said, baby, we're going to go party and have a good time. Man, Redskins whipped our ass. And I just went back to the hotel and went to sleep.
Oh, yeah. I'm talking about, man. And then I was like, the second round, that little bullshit knockdown. I'm like, what the hell is going on?
Yeah.
And then, you know, after the, before the fight, the pre-fight interview, I called off all my bets. I said, something don't look right with Spence. Something don't look right. I'm looking at his eyes and everything. I'm like, I was like, what the hell going on with Spence? It was like he was mentally checked out.
Yeah. You know, like I said, man, I thought maybe I was reading into that too much, man. But I was with some casuals last night, man. And and I asked them about the fight, and they was like, hey, they didn't know his name, but he said the other guy looked high. I'm like, okay, you know. So yeah, man.
Yeah, I'm in my 3-day mourning period, man. I was like, I ain't been feeling like doing nothing since Saturday night.
Yeah, man. It was a tough moment for us Spence guys, man. Yes, indeed. You know, actually, you know, it's a saying, you know, old saying, he shit the bed, man. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah.
You know, but big respect that he actually made the fight. You know what I'm saying? And I appreciate both of them brothers making that fight, man, because it was a fight we've been clamoring for a minute.
Yeah, he gave up a lot to make it, but he didn't. Man, I don't know. I've been following it ever since the Olympic trials in 2011. This the worst. This the worst I ever seen him look.
Yeah. I mean, he looked real slow. You know what I'm saying? And yeah. Oh, come on, Tim Layton. Don't put him out there like that.
Yeah. This the worst. This the worst I ever seen him look.
Yeah, well, like I said, man, I'm gonna charge it to bad day at the office.
Yeah.
I'm gonna call it.
He picked a bad time though, but
hey man, so you called off all your bets right before, huh?
I called before the fight. I called off all my bets. I was like, something don't look right.
Think maybe somebody spiked his water or something.
I don't know. It just
a dirty game, man.
I just saw something. The way he was looking, man, I was like, I was like, nah. I said, my bet off. My bet's off.
Yeah. My goal is after I get off of here, I'm gonna watch the fight, rewatch it now, sober and everything. You know what I'm saying? And see what I see. You know what I mean? I know I ain't gonna do nothing different.
And then, like you said, he might have smoked that bud pack because weed does slow you down, and he was late on all his punches.
Yeah, but his eyes alone that made me look like, what the hell? Cash Sports say, Jay, which beatdown was more surprising to you, Inoue or Crawford? Crawford. Yeah.
The Crawford beatdown, it shocked me. It had me shook all night.
Yo, dropped Spence 3 times, man.
3 times.
Hey, no, Fat Steel. This is not excuse making, man. It's just what we observed. You know what I mean? I'm just going by what I observed, man. You know what I mean? And you know, I give Crawford his utmost respect, and I have put the special stamp on him. He's a special one. You know what I'm saying? But if you didn't see what everybody else in America is seeing, man, let me find out that you are Ray Charles or Stevie Wonder's child, man. Because I'm gonna tell you, man, that brother didn't look right, man. He didn't.
Nah, he didn't look right.
Yeah.
And then what's his name from my hometown?
Who's that?
Deontay Wilder.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, we from Tuscaloosa.
Okay.
And I was telling them cats, I was telling them cats a long time ago. You know, he had that one hitter quitter. I was telling them, wait till he get into the ring with somebody that can box. They're gonna beat the shit out of him.
And that's what happened.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. Then and you know, you get a boxer. I mean, you get a knockout artist against a complete boxer. 9 times out of 10, the complete boxer will win. You know what I'm saying? You know, that's just pretty much how it is, man. Because they can take away.
Yeah, because I was telling him, I said he started boxing when he was 19.
Yeah, that's way late, and that's late.
He's gonna get. That's 10, 12 years late. I said most guys start boxing when they 8, 9 years old, just like down south they start playing football when they 5, 6 years old. I was like, he way behind the 8 ball. Wait till you get in the ring with somebody that's gonna box him. Yeah.
So that is so true, man. But let me tell you, we cannot take away anything from what Crawford did this weekend. You know what I'm saying? Crawford was astronomical this weekend, man. He was amazing. He was everything that he wanted to be. He showed it to us, man. I didn't even see any mistakes from him. You know what I'm saying? Even the knockdown of Spence, I wasn't surprised. Because if I go back to some of our talks here, I said, hey, you know, I wouldn't be surprised if both of them hit the floor that night. But I felt, though, that the fight was going to go to a decision. I didn't think that the fight was actually going to be like what we seen. You know, I didn't.
Yeah. I wasn't looking for either one of them to knock either one out. I was looking for it to go to the cards myself.
Yes, indeed. But look like we got another call in. So let me get this next call.
All right.
I appreciate you calling in, PK. All right.
Yeah, all right. Appreciate it.
All right. Take it easy, man.
All right.
Hey, it's your boy Hardcore. Who we got going on right now?
Hey now, say now. This is King of Essex, man. What's up, brother?
There he is. I knew I woke up thinking about you this morning. Pause. Okay.
Oh,
but I was just
brother.
I was going through my Instagram, you know what I'm saying? And I was like, oh, me and King is definitely gonna have to speak, man. Definitely want to shout out King Amin, y'all. He has a great channel. He loves talking about boxing. He's very knowledgeable. You know what I'm saying? And him and I have been going back and forth about this Spence and Crawford debacle. But I tell you what, it's been settled. And my brother here had the right man. Go ahead, shout out. Talk to me quick, bro. Before I
Listen,
forget.
man. No, listen, man. Listen. This is, and don't fool the people. This is one of my greatest sparring partners and the OG to me, big brother, not knowledgeable, wealth of information. But we talked about this, and I had pinned this on my page. That's King I Mean Investments One on Instagram. We were having this conversation on exactly June 20th of 2022, and I had mentioned that, you know, because we on it. Check it out. I mentioned that it was just some intangibles that we're going to allow Bud to get ahead. Now, when it comes to the tactics, what I had come to realize is Spence is kind of a mistake as a southpaw to be so fundamental. You know what I'm saying? Like, as a southpaw, you kind of got to lend yourself to a little bit more of athleticism. And we know Spence wasn't exactly, you know, good with the head movement, but he could catch the shit out of punches and things like that. And that's, you know, Bud, his style, when he turns southpaw, is vulnerability, but he's taking chances and scoring a lot. So it's no surprise that those percentages were high, because usually, you know, when he turns southpaw, he feels comfortable with whoever he's in front of. Now, as I said in that post, and I'm going to say, and I'm going to move on, thank you for letting me have my call. If the man mother was lining up fades for him as a child, it would not matter if you put Earl Spence in front of him. That's facts. That's different. That's being built different. And that's hardcore for you.
Yes,
I love you, big homie.
I love you too, man. Hey, let's get together Thursday.
Yes, sir.
All right? All righty then.
All right now.
Okay, take it easy. All right, y'all. That was King Amin of Essence. Yes, indeed. Y'all make sure y'all check him out, man. He loves boxing, man. Yes, indeed. Another hardcore, man. He eats, sleep, and breathes boxing. And he also knows a vast knowledge about women boxing, man. He knows all of them, man. Way more than me when it comes to female boxing, man. So y'all make sure y'all check out King Amin, man. Good brother, man. From Brick City. Yeah, Shakur Town. Yes, indeedy, man. But what we got going on in the chat, man? Senior said, I told you it wasn't going to be to the cards, man. Yeah, y'all was right about that. Thomas Moore say, by the 5th round, EJ face looked like he had been pistol whipped. Oh, man. I gotta tell you, the internet is undefeated. Now they got a picture of Spence, and it looks like that same picture of when Martin fought Tommy Hearns, man. I'll put it in the Apple chat, man. But yes, indeed, the internet is undefeated, man, for sure. Fat Steel say Spence straight up. Oh, yeah. Wait a minute. Fat Steel has entered into the building. I told y'all the youngster was asleep, man. But he up now. Al Booker said that was a good call. It was, definitely, man. I always love talking to King Amin, man. I've been knowing that brother now for about 4 or 5 years now, I guess. You know, him and I used to always be on another show, watching another show at the time when I first found out that there was a YouTube community for boxers. I did not know for boxing fans, man. Yeah, like I said, I was never into social media. So when I found this channel, man, and I started watching it, man, I met guys like King Amin, you know what I mean, and Super Max, and, a few other guys, you know what I'm saying? So ever since then, him and I, we've been locking in with each other, man. Very good brother, very smart brother. You know what I'm saying? Went to college and everything. Went to Howard, matter of fact. Intelligent brother. So shout out to King Amin of Essence for sure, man. What else we got going on? Hey, who else? Come on, talk to me quick before I forget now. Talk to me quick before I forget, man. Yeah. Man, I'm going to tell you, man, one thing about this game of boxing, man, it will amaze you sometimes, man. You will forget, some stuff, and next thing you know, boxing will hit you with the boo bop bang. Yeah. We got hit with the boo bop bang all last week, man. We got first Tuesday, man. We had a one-sided ass whooping, man. Then Saturday we get a one-sided ass whooping, man. Yeah. So yes, indeedy, man. Like I said, I thought it could win either way, 50-50. You know what I'm saying? I thought both guys had a good chance of winning. But the way it was won, I did not think that was going to happen, man. It was like I was being pranked. You know what I'm saying? I felt pranked, man. Yeah, I did. We got another call, man. What's going on here? Hey, it's your boy Jay Hardcore. Who we got on the line? Talk to
You
me.
got Tommy, man, because I ain't finished talking shit, man, because, I've been talking about Bud since day one, man.
Say that again?
I said, you got Tommy on the line because I ain't finished talking my shit. I had Bud since day one, Jay Hardcore.
Yes, you did. Yes, you did. Come on, bring it
And
up.
one of the things I want to point out, man, that no one is speaking about.
Mm-hmm.
Did you see how my man Bud utilized that ring with superior footwork? He wasn't taking big steps.
Mm-hmm.
He wasn't doing nothing flashy. He wasn't flying all over the ring.
Mm-hmm.
But he expertly outmaneuvered EJ where EJ could not land in big shots. And every time he made a mistake, I've been saying it, man, the timing, the superior timing, Bud counted him and hurt him with hard shots. He took EJ's confidence. He made EJ question, like, yo, do I really want to be here? Like, yo, he hurt him so bad that as a Bud fan, I started feeling bad. Like, all right, man, I don't want to see him take this kind of punishment. Yo, that was, like, I really did. After the 7th round, I was like, nah, like he really taking damaging shots. I felt like the way Canelo was hitting Shane Mosley, like, I didn't want to see that shit. It left a bad taste in my mouth.
Yeah, I remember that.
Yo, that fight, it wasn't as close as we expected. It wasn't a big war that we expected, but it showed you technical precision, like mastery of the craft on the part of Terrence Crawford. And it also showed you, it gave you a glimpse of how brutal and dangerous this sport is, man. Like, that was a scary beating, man. It was the kind of beating where I don't know if EJ is going to be the same for the rest of his career. And I'm not just saying that to talk shit. Like, I really wonder if he if his punch resistance is now compromised, because we've seen that with fighters that after they take a really bad beating, they're more susceptible to getting hurt and stopped in future fights. That's all I'm saying, man.
I agree with you. I can't argue with you. But I do have a question. When you said that he was using that ring so superiorly, tell me who that reminds you of. Someone that used that ring like that. And it wasn't, like you said, it wasn't big steps or nothing. It was subtle stuff. Who else does that? Oh, used to do that.
All right, not exactly the same. Not exactly the same, but at some points, James Toney.
Okay, I can say it definitely. I wasn't Toney, but
James Toney, he wanted that inside fight, and he knew how to move on the inside. That wasn't what Bud was going for. He was more mid-range, but it wasn't flashy. You really didn't see it. But yet, EJ never looked comfortable to throw the big shots. And when he did, he was getting counted. Yo, did you see the way my man Bud was on the ropes, counted, and dropped him off the ropes? Yeah. Now I'm talking shit just a little bit, but that was highlight reel. That's highlight reel. He came off the ropes. He's getting barraged by EJ, blocking, picking those off, countering, and baited him right into that and put him on his ass. Yo, that was a thing of beauty, man. That was mastery in the craft of boxing.
Hey, the person I was thinking of was how they did these subtle movements, and I'm gonna tell you, only some of the great ones can do it, man. But the way he was moving around that ring, man, it reminded me of how Floyd used to move around that ring. Floyd used his feet for defense a lot, you know what I'm saying? And I seen that.
Yeah, you said it good. Yeah,
I seen that from Bud the other night, man. You know what I mean? When you know how to use your feet for defense, man, you do these little subtle movements, man, that just really throws the guy off. You know what I'm saying? And that's who I was trying to get you to see. If did you see the same? Did you see some Mayweather movement right there? And that's what I seen, man. Yeah, that's what
it didn't come to mind until you said it. I would have never thought of it until you said it. But you're right, because the one thing Floyd did, he moved out, but he was always in position to step right back in at will, and that's what Terrence Crawford did.
Exactly.
See, this is
Floyd
why I come to the hardcore hangout, man.
Hey, Floyd could stand directly in front of you, man, and make you miss so much, like the Matrix, man. You know what I'm saying? And that's gifted, and that's just certain little subtle movement that he can do, man. You know what I'm saying? I was seeing that from Crawford this weekend, man. Definitely. Skywalker is in the building. Salute to Skywalker.
Peace out, y'all.
Yeah, okay, brother. I appreciate you.
Peace out, Jay Hardcore.
I appreciate you, Gretchen.
My pleasure's mine, man.
Pleasure's mine, bro. Skywalker Boxing, what you got going on, man? Are you hanging off the side of a building texting right now? Be careful, brother. Be careful. Yes, indeedy. Fat Steel said dropped him with the jab. You did? Man, somebody go find Dre Finest, man. Yeah, I think he taking this fight this weekend kind of tough, man. So somebody go grab my brother, man. I'm gonna call him today though. Skywalker Boxer say salute J Hardcore in chat. Busy at work listening in. Blessed Mondays to everyone. We appreciate you. Be careful, my brother. You know what I'm saying? And handle your BIZ, your business, bro. Handle your business, man. Yeah. Wear Big Dose 513, man. I don't know. You got to say his name 3 times, man. Yes, indeedy, man. Man, but yeah, man, we was blessed with some stuff that I didn't think was going to happen like that, man. Either I'm gonna tell you, I got surprised, you know. And like I said, man, I've been around this game for a long time, so it's kind of hard. Hey, it's your boy J Hardcore. Who I got on the mic?
J Hardcore, this B3, what it do?
B3, what it shall be. Talk to me quick before I forget, man.
Let me ask you how my audio sound.
You sound good.
Man, I ain't gonna lie to you. I was dreading calling in. There's even happening on YouTube, man.
Yeah, you wasn't at the Crow show yesterday.
I popped in for a little bit, but I didn't get a chance to call in. The lines was like, I tried to call in one time, but it went to it gave me a beeping noise like it was busy.
Okay, yeah, I'm gonna tell you. I call. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you now.
Okay, you're even more clear now.
Okay, good. Yeah, I'm on the road headed to work, man.
Okay.
But listen, Jay, man, our boy he took a good old fashioned ass whooping.
Yes, he did, and that's an understatement.
And Crawford just showed how great he is, and I think he stands as an all-time great fighter. I would lean towards putting Crawford. In my personal opinion, I got him as a top 3 all-time fighter right now, pound for pound.
All time.
Just all time.
I had to think about that one for a minute. I hadn't even pushed that around my mind yet. So, but you done gave me something to think on now.
Mandatory. It's mandatory because what we got to start doing is we got to put some respect on what he's done.
Mm-hmm.
And if you can name another fighter that was, you know, undisputed in 2 different weight classes,
you can't. He's the first.
Lineal.
He's the first.
Yeah,
I think he was lineal champ in at least 2 weight classes, if not 40 as well, but probably not 40 because Danny moved up. So it was really 2 weight classes and lineal. I mean, he just. So at the end of the day, all we can do is base it off what we saw and what he did. You know, we can't label, we can't try to discredit him with the excuses of why the fight went the way it went. You see what I'm saying?
Oh, no. We can't. We definitely can't do that. We got to give him his just due.
It's easy to say. 100%. You got to give Crawford his just due. You got to put some a lot of respect on him as an all-time fighter, and like you said, he has a whole era. So even if you could compare what he did in his era, but whereas other people did it at their era, you can compare how he looked at the age of 35, you know, to compare to what other people looked at the age of 35. You know, I'm also going to throw in how, you know, he didn't get the Pacquiao fight. And it's well known that, you know, Top Rank and Bob Arum, they really didn't want to give him the Pacquiao fight.
He messed
you
the
see
bag,
what I'm saying? So
the bag.
Come on.
They were still making money off Pacquiao, so they, you know, they knew what they had. You know what I'm saying? They didn't want to mess that bag up yet. They know that Pacquiao brought in more money than Crawford.
Come on now, they took Pacquiao to let him get whipped overseas in Australia by Jeff Horn. You know, instead of letting Pacquiao fight their house fighter in Terence Crawford. So, you know, Crawford is he's putting himself up there almost on Mount Rushmore. Like he real close in my book, in my opinion. You know, because at the end of the day,
you have an excellent argument right there, young man. Excellent argument. Jay,
this man is on another level skill wise. I mean, I'm driving right now, so I just want to say shout out to everybody in the hangout. I seen y'all going off a little earlier, Tim Lay and Al Booger. My boy Fat, you 100% right, and I don't even want to bring up no excuses because at the end of the day, you know, it is what it is. The fight over with.
Yes, indeed.
The fight over with. Yes, and let me say this real quick, Jay. And this is my sentiment, and you know, people can feel how they want to feel. Man, I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't want to bet on nobody else, and I don't like fighters staying in these weight classes too long. And anytime we heard about Fulton about to move up, and he stayed at 122, we seen what happened. You know, Barrios, he was talking about he was going to move up. He stayed there for that Tank fight, and we seen what happened. You know, Spence, he kept talking about 154. You know, and you know we see what happened. You know, Ryan. I mean, needless to say, Tank gonna knock out 97% of the dudes regardless. So that's neither here nor there. But I'm just talking about dudes actually being at their best, and I just want to see fighters at their best. I never want to see Errol Spence and you know look the way he looked on Saturday night. It didn't even seem like a natural Errol Spence. He didn't. I never foreseen him being knocked down 3 times in a fight.
Yeah.
I could have sworn, I could have thought he would have moved up and fought Canelo and not got knocked down 3 times in a fight. You see what I'm saying? Or whoever.
Yeah.
But
this game of boxing will surprise you, man. You never know what you might see, man. I'm trying to tell you. It never stops amazing me. In my last, like I said, I started watching boxing at 8. You know what I'm saying? And I done seen some crazy stuff through the years, man. So it never stopped amazing me, man. It never does, man. And last week alone, man, we just seen 2 shutouts.
Yep.
You know, 2 shutouts, man. And it's something Floyd always says: skills pay the bills. You know?
100%.
Yeah.
Floyd called Crawford. Floyd always said Crawford was going to win that fight. So he was, and you could see him at the fight. He was smiling because, you know, he a big better. So I'm sure he put good money on Crawford, you know, to win. And that was good odds. I mean, if you pick Crawford, I mean, even getting a money line at a -150,
you can't even be mad at that. You're not gonna get no Crawford at no, minus 150 in most fights. So if you had the belief in him, I know you made out like a fat cat, and that's not my story.
Right. Well, I'm gonna tell you, I didn't even bet it. But let me tell you something. The Crawford knockout was good money too. Real good money. It was plus money.
100%.
Yeah, it was plus money. So that's crazy, man. I mean,
100%.
yeah. You bet the KO and got paid.
One of my boys saved me. I called him right before the action started, right before Pitbull Cruz fight, and he said we both went in on one. He said take round 7 through 9, either way. So just the fight ends in round 7 through 9, and then we took Spence round 9 through 12. So of course we lost the 9 through 12, but we still got the 7 through 9 because at the end of the day, Harvey Doc stopped it at 9. So I think that was a good stoppage.
Yeah, with that plus money on that 7 through 9 that y'all got?
Yeah, it was plus 600 on 7 through 9.
Ooh,
I'm a FanDuel.
Wee. So 100 brought you back 700.
Yep.
Wow. See, that's what I'm saying. It was definitely, if you was a Crawford guy, it was definitely ways to make money. Now that 7 through 9 could have went either way, either fighter, that plus?
Either way. Yep.
Wow.
Either way.
That was the best bet in the house then.
100%. 100%. A lot of people were taking the fights that you could even buy the fight that ends in round 7 through 12. That was plus 250. But my guy, he said, yeah, take 7 through 9 at the plus 600. So we went with that one.
Damn, yeah, that was good money right there. Definitely good money. We got a new guy in the building, Mayor Oyinli. If I pronounce your name, please forgive me. Welcome to Hardcore's Hangout, man, where the hardcores get together and talk about this beautiful sport called boxing. And I got my guy B3 on the line, man. Man, oh man, yeah, it was some craziness, man, this weekend, man. But we witnessed it. I'm going to actually, when I get off the Hangout today, I'm going to watch the fight over. I'm going to watch it sober now. You know what I mean?
Hey, listen, I'm gonna be honest with you, Jay. I probably will at some point, but it's too soon, man. My boy got. I mean, Jay, if he couldn't make the weight, he made the weight 147. He made it. So it can't be no excuses about he couldn't do this, he couldn't do that. But I'm gonna tell you one thing I seen with Errol Spence Jr. is that he did not have any legs, and that's all I'm gonna say. So he didn't have any legs. His punches weren't as crisp. You seen how Crawford was taking his punches. Crawford was standing in the pocket, where Errol like Errol couldn't hurt him, and I was just like, wow.
And he was slow.
I was amazed.
He was slow as hell. And
I did get a chance to see Coach Squeeze on here on the victory tour.
Yeah. I put it on my Instagram, man. A lot of the calls I put on my Instagram, man. So people can experience what's going on here at the Hangout. So yeah.
Let me ask you, would you want to see a rematch?
No.
Wow.
Because I don't think I can see anything different. Only way I think I see something different, man, is my speculation was correct. I swear, man, it looked like that boy smoked that pack, man, before the fight, man. He just looked like he was smoking weed or something, man. He just didn't look the same for me, but I'm not making any excuses. And I really seen that there was levels to how different and how so superior he was over Spence, man. So.
Well, for all the old heads in the chat, I'm probably the resident reefer smoker in the Hangout, and if his eyes was red or low, I would definitely agree. But
no,
at the end of the day,
I'll send you a picture. I'll send you a picture.
Okay.
Did you see him sitting in the
in the locker room?
Yeah, his eyes
he looks subdued.
Yeah.
I think he looks subdued a little bit.
Yeah. And maybe it was just the cameras. I don't know, but he looked.
And I just don't think he would do if he not
if he doesn't smoke weed on a regular basis, I just don't think that's something that will happen right before the biggest fight of his life. But what I will say is that he should have listened to his advisement and fought Crawford at a higher weight. I think keeping the belts and doing it in undisputed, he wanted to be a man of his word, you know. So at the end of the day, he went out on his shield, and he was and EJ, he let his people down, but at the end of the day, he could keep his head high because he went out on his shield. He did what he said he was going to do. He was a man of his word, and he said, "Hey, listen. I want to run it back before the end of the year. So don't make it. It ain't like he beat the will. He didn't beat the will out of EJ. You know, EJ just knew on that night that he didn't have it.
Yeah, he didn't quit. He didn't. Hey, y'all, I'm putting out an announcement. Dre Finest just texted me, man, and he said that he's not been feeling well, and if he continue on feeling like this, he's going to have to go to the doctor. So I want everybody to definitely keep him in y'all prayers, man. Let's pray for our brother, man. He says he has not been feeling good at all. I'm talking about Dre Finest, man. So y'all make sure y'all send some prayers up to the big man. Get our brother, get him right, man. You know what I mean? Because like I said, man, I care about each and every one of y'all up in here, man. You know what I'm saying? Y'all my brothers, you know.
Definitely.
So definitely put them prayers up for my man. You did? It don't even feel the same when my man ain't up in here, man. You know? So you know, he's definitely one of the cornerstones of the building, man. So y'all make sure y'all pray for Dre Finest, man. Yes, indeed. But yeah, man.
Prayers up to Dre.
Yes, indeed, man. But I'm gonna tell you, man. Yeah, it was different this weekend, man. It was definitely different. You know what I'm saying? So on to the next one.
Hey, man. Hey, listen. Hey, I always support PBC and Al Heyman because at the end of the day, I always want to see black men in powerful positions, you know, making moves in business and industry and putting other people in positions and having other, even if you don't have to be black, but they putting other people in position to make money and be successful. But I do have to say, you know, I don't know if they look at it as an L, you know, but EJ and Fulham both got whooped this past week, so it was definitely a tough week. Now I don't know if it's an L business wise. I'm sure it's probably a step back when your fighters lose, but that's a tough blow right there to have your unified champion get stopped, and both of your unified champions get stopped at 122 and 147. That's a hard pill right there.
Hey, I got a question. I got a question to ask you, man.
Yes, sir.
What do you who you think Bud should fight next?
You know, in all truth and honesty, you know, I'm just an EJ fan, man. I'm gonna be real with you. I'm an EJ fan.
So
I don't mind in the contract. Yeah, in the contract, you know, he had his rematch in place, so he knew at the end of the day, hey, you know, if I lose to him one time, I get another crack at him, and that's just a warrior spirit, man. You gotta salute a brother with a warrior spirit, man. And he took a thorough ass whipping. The referee had to save him, and he still said, "I'm gonna see you at the end of the year. Don't, you know, pretty much don't duck the rematch. You already with me, so go ahead and whip me at 154. You know, do it again." You know, so that would be I want EJ to get his rematch, but if that could not happen, then it's up in the air, you know, because here's the thing, Jay. A lot of people was talking cash shit for boots against both of these guys. And after Crawford performance, you know, we kind of like we don't want to rush Boots. You see, some people, you know, some of the fans. Now that's not Boots himself, but that's kind of the sentiment.
Yeah, I said it. I don't want to see him get rushed right now. I'm gonna be honest. I feel though that he still needs to develop. I think he still needs experience.
But here's the thing: a young man like Boots, I'm sure he can make that weight more comfortable than somebody like
He
Errol
makes
and
it easy.
Crawford's age. Because
He
even
makes it
Crawford
easy.
said 147 not easy.
Yeah, yeah. And
So,
there's rumors that he didn't make it on the first go around.
well, let me say this. Let me say this to you. And I know the people might not agree, and it's all good.
Mm-hmm.
I would love to see Bud sign with Allen and Pretty Boy Champions, which is Floyd. Sign with Allen Floyd,
Mm-hmm.
and go ahead and get the Keith fight. You know, let Keith get in there and go ahead. If they're not gonna let EJ get the rematch, which I'm sure he will get the rematch. Let the two older guys get it on. Bud and Keith. I think Keith deserves a shot. He only lost one time to Pacquiao.
Mm-hmm. I
But
like
this
that.
the thing about all these guys.
He's the mandatory for the WBC.
Exactly.
Mm-hmm.
Now the thing about it is, Bud is going to get criticism at some point for both of these guys. If he fights Keith, both of these guys being on layoffs and going into a Bud fight.
Mm-hmm.
So he might get a little bit of criticism for that. But at the end of the day, if he's stopping guys and if he go in there and stop Keith, then then at the end of the day, it's no more arguments, no more discussions.
Mm-hmm.
Crawford is the one. He is the real one. I
Mm-hmm.
mean, let's leave it at that. And Jay, I don't know if you remember me mentioning this, but I said something that worried me about Crawford was his pedigree and his bloodline, his lineage. I mean, the bloodline he comes from, because you remember I was saying that his grandfather was a fighter and his dad was a boxer. So both of them were boxers.
I remember you
So
saying
the
that.
fact that Crawford come from that bloodline, man, it's like when the same bloodline like Tyson Fury. You know what I'm saying? People don't like Tyson like that, but Tyson Fury come from a fighting family.
Yeah.
His dad was a fighter. So when you come from that stock, that was an
Genetics.
easier person. Like
You get that genetics.
100%,
Yeah.
100%. Versus somebody that started boxing when they was 15.
Mm-hmm.
And their dad wasn't like a boxer, so to speak. But Bud he's just special.
Yeah, he's special. He's definitely special. I can't argue with you there. He is truly special. Hey, I want to see. I like to see Crawford and Jamel Charlo.
Mm.
They got the bad
That would be a
blood. They
good
got the
fight. That
bad
would be a good
blood.
fight.
They got the bad blood. You know, he said Crawford said he was like, "Hey, I'm gonna whip Spence ass, then I'm gonna go get his cheerleader Charlo." You know what I'm
That's
saying?
what he
So
said.
he called me a cheerleader. We have to fight.
Yeah,
That's fighting words.
100%, 100%. I wish the best for Crawford. I think he should go. I think hopefully the business and everything went well for him this go round,
Mm-hmm.
and hopefully, he will honor the rematch, and maybe they can do an addendum to that contract, and possibly maybe put a couple more fights, maybe a possible key fight or a possible Jermell. I know he mentioned not going up that high to 168, so I don't foresee him. I don't foresee him going up too high in weight. He don't need to. At the end of the day, he's gonna go down as a top pound for pound fighter, and he's number one pound for pound right now. So he don't need to, appease people and try to be going up to 160 and all that other mess. If he don't have to, let these dudes. If you want to give them, some concessions on weight, that's his prerogative. But I don't feel like the people should be stressing him to do anything. He sacrificed. He waited his turn and he sacrificed to be on top, to be the A side. So he needs A side treatment from this point forward, and hopefully he can get with the right team to make the best fight.
Right. Yeah, I agree with you there, man. I just want to see him. I just want to. I mean, because we're very seldom you get a chance to witness greatness like this. You know what I'm saying? So I'm glad that we were able to experience that and see what's left. Because I mean, he ain't no young guy. He's 35. You know what I'm saying? So that's old on a boxer's clock. You know what I'm saying? You know, so
100%.
I only think we got 2 or 3 more fights from Crawford. Then I think he's going to move on into the sunlight and just be fishing every day. You know what I'm saying?
Jay, did you have you heard anything on the pay-per-views yet?
Nah, I haven't heard anything, man. I haven't heard anything.
Okay.
Hey, Cash Sport, you said when was the last time Keith Thurman fought? Last fight was against Mario Barrios, 2022, February 2022, if I'm not mistaken. So that's the last time he's fought, man. You know.
Hey, Cass, let me recant what I just said. I'm not, listen, these brothers can't be off no tune-ups. Go ahead, and if Boost want to fight, let Boost get it. Or, maybe there's another fighter. But again, let's do the EJ rematch, because EJ just fought. EJ won him at 54.
Mm-hmm.
Crawford said he'll fight him at 54. So I love to see the rematch. Because I want to see what Spence can do with some sturdy legs. You know what I mean? I just felt like his legs was I mean, he got knocked down off a jab. I mean, we talk about a dude. Come on, Jay, man. Our boy got knocked down off a jab. I'm like, man, he made Crawford look like he had the strongest jab in boxing. I mean, he made Crawford look like he had a light heavyweight cruiserweight type jab,
like
a heavyweight
one of them
type jab.
Charlo jabs, you know?
Yeah, one of them. Yeah, 100%. 100%. People be hating on Jamal a little bit, and Jamal be putting himself in bad situations. But Jamal Charlo got a real strong jab. Jamal and Jamel,
yeah, both of them. Yeah, there you go, D4. What's up, guy? My DC homie, man. He said, "Don't do the rematch." Nah.
What it do, D? What it do?
Trust me, man. The type of guy that Earl is, man, and the type of ego he has. I mean, he really got embarrassed this weekend, and he's not the type of guy that likes being embarrassed. Because remember when the mouthpiece got knocked out of his mouth, the biggest thing he was worried about was being, a meme or something on
there.
And he got all types of memes going on right now. You know what I'm saying? I'm seeing all types of stuff when I woke up this morning on Instagram and everything. So he's seeing them too. Because one thing about these boxers, man, they watch everything. You think they might because they don't like your stuff or respond, but they are watching, man. Yes, and they taking mental notes and everything. And when they see certain media guys, man, when they finally see him, just like how Terrence Crawford did, man, Ellie. You know what I mean? He jumped right on Ellie on the post press conference. He's like, "Now what you got to say?" So they always watching. So all that's going to do is add fuel to his fire. You know what I'm saying? Maybe there's some legit excuses we don't know about, and that's the reason why what happened this weekend. But I just feel though it was just skill over. The skills was just too much. I've never seen. I didn't see that Crawford before. I don't watch a lot of Crawford fights, man. But it just like he just took it to another level this weekend. You know what I'm saying? He took it to another level, man. I haven't seen that Crawford. You know what I'm saying? I didn't see that Crawford, man. That was an exceptional Crawford this weekend. Exception.
Jay, for everybody that don't want a rematch, that's 100% why I want the rematch, and I want it at 154 because your opponent in front of you is going to allow you to perform the way Bud performed. Now now everybody knows Bud got hurt in a few fights. He's had tougher fights than what he had on Saturday night. And I don't know, I mean, maybe this is just me and you, but I believe that Arrow is the toughest opponent, that Bud has faced, but he made it look so easy. Yeah. And I believe that Bud deserves, because a lot of these guys, after they take a tough fight, they'll get a tune-up fight, or the fans, some people say you can get a homecoming fight, you can get a tune-up fight or whatever. But if you can beat EJ that easy, You know, and EJ is a man, and he wants that rematch. Go ahead and do it again, because at the end of the day, you're gonna have a segment of people that believe that EJ cutting down to 147 is why his legs was like that, and why Bud was able to just pick him apart and dominate him. I mean, I would just go ahead and I mean, for Bud's sake, Bud deserves to get another a big money fight with EJ at 154. I don't see why not.
Yeah, and hey, and D for the win said, I F with Earl for real, and the only reason I don't want the rematch is because how fast he has to take it. Earl don't need to be in the ring before next summer. Yeah, because in the contract, the rematch must happen before December. It must happen.
I feel that, D.
Yeah.
I feel that, D. That make good sense.
Yeah, man. Hey, but listen here. Let me get some more people on here. It's always a pleasure, young blood.
Salute, Jay. Salute to the hangout. I'll holler at you.
All right, you take it easy now. There you go. You had B3 in the building, man. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. The lines are still going on. Call your boy Hardcore. I do have a question, though. I don't even know if it's no, it's more of a statement, man. You know, Crawford has been developing a monster during this time. You know what I'm saying? And that monster he has developed is called Shakur Stevenson, man. You know, and I'm gonna tell you, the boy is soaking up so much knowledge and so much game from Crawford, man. That, like I said, man, that boy is turning into a monster. He's turning to a monster, which basically what I'm saying is it's going to eventually make a very big super fight. Gervonta Tank Davis against Shakur Stevenson, man. That is the next real big fight. It's not ready yet. You know what I mean? I feel though that Shakur needs a couple of more fights at 135. Not to say that experience wise, that's not what I'm saying. I'm talking about developing a good profile, man, that makes this fight a super mega fight. So I'm talking about developing his profile and followers and getting to be known by the casuals, you know. So he needs to have a fight that's going to help him develop and get his name out more to the casuals. I'm talking about Shakur Stevenson, man, and eventually him and Gervonta Tank Davis. And as you all know, Shakur Stevenson is Crawford's protege. You know what I'm saying? And he's been learning from Crawford for a while, and he be in the ring sparring Crawford a lot. You know what I'm saying? I remember when he first talked about sparring Crawford, and he was like, "Yo, he whipped my ass." But since they've been sparring and up to date now, he says when we fight now, it's a chess match. You know what I'm saying? You know, and I was watching one of the pictures, man, of this weekend, and it was right before the fight started, and Bud was sitting in the locker room, and he was locked and loaded, just looking straight ahead, and Shakur was sitting on the floor, just looking at Crawford, man. You know what I mean? Just like looking at him with awe. You know what I'm saying? And you know, when I seen the picture, it just made me say, "God damn, man, he is." You know, he's really sitting at Crawford's feet, learning. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, man, it's gonna actually a one day be, and they both know it. Tank and Shakur knows it, and the head to bees know it. That's going to be the super fight eventually. Heavy said, "What's going to be the difference in a rematch?" Well, if the Spence that showed up this weekend is the same guy that next time, it's nothing going to be different, man. You know what I mean? Nothing's going to be different. I told y'all, I'm chalking it up as a bad day at the office, man. And I'm sticking with that. But yeah, man, I like to see Jamel and Crawford, but we probably won't get that. We probably won't get that. He goes up to 168 and fights Canelo. I'm pretty much sure he'll fall into the 160 division after that. You know what I'm saying? Because I mean, once you go up in weight like that, man, I don't think it's good to go back down. You know what I mean? Especially as you get older, man. You can't be going up and down that scale like that. Eventually, it catch up to you. You know what I mean? You know, so I can't wait. I can't wait for the Jamel Charlo against Canelo fight. I'm truly looking forward to that, man. They are both being VADA tested. Matter of fact, VADA showed up in Vegas this weekend and tested Jamel. You know what I'm saying? So I'm glad that VADA testing is up. You know, I'm glad that they're being VADA tested. You know what I mean? Because me personally, I believe that Canelo is a cheat. You know what I'm saying? So, and that's just how I feel about it. You know what I mean? And I'm staying on that. You know what I'm saying? So, it is what it is. But I tell you what, the lines are still open. The lines are still open. What y'all think about young Shakur, man? What do y'all think about a Shakur versus Tank fight, man? Is that something y'all want to see right now, or do y'all want it to percolate? Do y'all want it to develop to what it can be? Talk to me quick before I forget. And whatever you do, man, make sure that you smash that appreciation button, man. We've been cooking now for 2 hours and 23 minutes, man. Smash that appreciation button. Quentin has entered into the building. Quentin say Jamel should win. Yeah, I like it, man. I like that, man. I think Jamel can win. You know what I'm saying? I think he has to be intelligent. You know what I mean? He can't be sitting in there banging with Canelo, man. I think he needs to use his feet a lot. You know what I'm saying? Stay away from those corners. You know what I'm saying? And keep the fight right in the middle of the ring and establish his jab. You know what I'm saying? And try your damnedest not allow Canelo to get in. You know what I'm saying? Keep that jab in his face. Make him keep have to reset. To allow him to get into that rhythm. You know, Canelo feet is bad, man. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, yeah. I think that can happen. And I think Mel has a good chance, man. You know what I mean? But trust me, the odd you'll be able to make some money on that fight. You'll be able to make some money on that fight for sure, man. Especially if Mel wins it, because I'm pretty much sure they're going to have him at like plus 220, something like that, you know. But yeah, man, smash that appreciation button, man. Get that on out the way, man. If you haven't did that so far, Keyshawn believes in Crawford like that too, Jay. Yes, he does. Yes, he does. But I don't see Keyshawn skills like I see Shakur's skills. Yes, indeed. And I also know what done happened in sparring over there at the top ranked spot. Yes, indeed. I done got some insights of what happened a few times at that top ranked gym when it came to sparring. Yeah, and I'm gonna leave it at that. You did? Yes, indeed. Yeah, D for the win says, as long as Tank don't fight Pit Bull, I'm gonna be okay. I know that's right. Yeah, Pit Bull shit the bed, didn't he? Yeah, he did. Fat Steel said I had Charlo, but Derek James starting to get exposed. I'm rethinking it. Yeah, man. It was chatter on the man, he go from being, trainer of the year, and now, man, they done put smack on my brother, man. They done I mean, I tell you, they love you today, man, and then tomorrow is what have you done for me lately? You know what I'm saying? They say that Joshua need to get on out of there. You know what I'm saying? I'm hearing all types of stuff. Yeah, they talking about people need to abandon ship. But just a year ago, he's trainer of the year. He's this, he's that, man. Man, well, how that song say it was all good just a week ago, something like that. Yes, indeedy, man. But yeah, man, that's just something to make you go, when I talk about that young Shakur, man, being at the feet of Crawford, man. He's really soaking up a lot. Matter of fact, man, that's that picture. Hold on, let me see something. If I can show that to you. Yeah, right there. I don't know if y'all can see that. I'm gonna put it in the chat, man. But yeah, man, he was sitting right there at Crawford's feet, man. Hold on, wait a minute. It ain't even big enough. That's why you probably couldn't see it. There you go, right there. I don't know. Where is that? Yeah, right there. I'm gonna put it in the chat, man. And put it in the chat, in the Apple chat. But yeah, man, he was looking at Crawford like, yeah, man, that's that dude, man. And I'm blessed to be right there and learning from him. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, I'll put it in the Apple chat. I'll put it in the Apple chat. This picture speaks volumes, man. Yes, indeedy. Yes, indeedy. When he say picture is worth 1,000 words. Yes, indeedy, man. But what else y'all got going on, man? Talk to me quick before you forget. Brother Hassan, I forgot to shout you up. Brother Hassan is in the building. What's up, big homie? I was online when you first came in, man, but you just came to my mind. I remember that you was up in the building, man. You hit the hangout like 5:49 in the morning talking about where you at. What are you talking about, man? I was asleep. I do sleep sometimes. I do sleep sometimes. Yes, indeed. Picks worth 1,000 words, man. Yeah. All right, yes. Hold on 1 second. Hey, it's your boy Hardcore. Who I got going on right now?
Yeah, name Kareem IG. This first time looking at y'all. I'm reacting to what y'all talking about, like the fight this weekend. Man, I don't care what nobody say, man. I've been watching boxing for a while. He was off. Something was wrong. He wasn't. Yeah. That wasn't the same dude that I've been
right. And on. Exactly. And I'm gonna be honest.
There's no way in hell nobody gonna convince me. Bud jabbed that damn hard. And I've seen this man struggling with Jose Benavidez with one leg. Come on.
Some was different, but we don't want to make excuses. We don't want to make the excuse, though.
I ain't making no excuses. I still Bud did good. Bud did really good, but at the same time, to me, this is my personal opinion. To me, just like with the Fulton in their weight fight, I thought that Fulton should have went up to 126.
Okay, I agree.
And instead of waiting to fight, because they both looked off.
Yeah.
When Fulton walked in Arrow and you look at his face and you look at, he didn't even rehydrate.
Yeah.
That man didn't weigh no 160 or nothing. He didn't rehydrate big. They didn't have no weight like discrepancies as far as like rehydration clause and nothing. So he didn't look the same, man. He looked off. Like he did not look strong. He looked weak. You could see it. You could see it. You could see it. I know a lot of Bud fans ain't gonna want to hear that because that's their man, but he did not look strong. Put like this. I'm not saying that he still wouldn't have won, but I don't believe that was the best version of Arrow.
I agree. I can agree with you on that. Me personally, when I seen him in the dressing room waiting, man, I said something don't look right.
Yeah, like dude, he looked off. Like even his eyes, the eyes tell a story, man. When he walked in and you looked in his eyes, I was like, man, he looked dude, the same exact thing. I didn't want to admit it to myself, but that's the same look Fulton had when he walked in. He did not look like the same cool boy Fulton. He just didn't. And when he went in there, what did he get beat with? The dude with the better jab got out jabbed in both fights. Yeah. That's weird.
Yeah, and that's
weird stuff like that.
And that's boxing, man. You know what I'm saying? It's something not to understand. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna tell you, me personally, I was amazed this weekend, man, because I just couldn't see my guy keep going down like that, man. You know what I mean?
Man, off a jab, off a jab. Come on, man.
Yeah, but they're gonna wear us up. They're gonna wear us out, man. They're gonna say, you know, they're gonna say it. Hey, y'all making excuses now.
No. But this is what I want to. This is what I want Errol to do, and I hope he does it if he fights him in a rematch. Because if Evander Holyfield can come back from rid of boat whooping on him, he can come back. So I don't believe all that stuff about he can't come back. That's bullcrap. I don't believe that. That's nonsense. There's always a way to come back. One, he need to get his ass back with Blu-ray. I don't know what the hell he got going on. Why he need him? That man was 11 and 11 KOs with him. So whatever the hell he doing or did, you need him to come back. You need him. You need him. That's one thing. And two, I don't know what the nutritionist did, but that man didn't rehydrate properly. He did not rehydrate, look strong at all. And it didn't look like they had no game plan.
Yeah, it was like a shell of himself, man. You know?
Yeah, like it just didn't look like he had no game plan.
But I'm not taking anything from Crawford, man. I gotta get him.
No. Crawford, that's the best dude.
That's the best Crawford I've seen. Me, and I just said that's exactly what I just said too, man. I ain't seen that Crawford before.
None of that.
Yeah. I'm gonna tell you that Crawford right there, I would have been put my stamp on. I ain't seen that.
I would have been like, I used to rock with Crawford, but when Crawford started doing a lot of that goofy stuff in business and it seemed like he was acting like a diva, he turned me off, so I stopped rocking with it. I used to rock with him before I even really rocked with Errol.
Okay.
But then Errol...
What's your name again, man?
Kareem Najee.
Kareem Najee, man. I appreciate you, bro, for calling in the show. And it's your first time?
Yeah, it's my first time seeing. I never seen like usually when I watch Angry Man, Real Marlowe, Fanon, Boxing Eagle. I used to watch what's his name? What's that one dude name, man? He's from New York.
You're talking about Blue? You're talking about Blue?
Yeah, I couldn't rock with him no more. He started going.
Yeah.
He started switching up. I watched Mill City because I live in the Maryland area, so they right up the way.
Yeah. I'm in Maryland too.
I'm not from Maryland, but I live in the Maryland area.
Yeah, I'm from DC, but I live in the Maryland area. You know, so
yeah, I'm from upstate New York originally.
Okay, cool.
But what I'm saying is that I just feel like if he fought at 154, came with a better game plan, and do strength and conditioning with Blu-ray, not nobody else, not no other goofy dudes, whoever you got. No, you got to go with what works. You train with him. He got 11 wins. 11. He looks strong. So whatever Blu-ray does, it works. He needs to do everything, and I guarantee you, he will be a way better Errol than what we saw on the weekend. That's what I feel.
Yeah, but I'm gonna say this, you know, and I'm a Earl guy. 10 toes down till I die. I like that kid. But
that's my man. I like Errol. I'm not one of those people that turn my back on you because
exactly. But what I'm gonna say is that guy Crawford that I seen this weekend, it's not the Crawford I've ever seen before. You know what I'm saying? I mean, everything he did this weekend was very good. You know what I'm saying? His movement, the way he used the ring, you know, the way he was controlling space, man. I mean, everything was just good. He was sharp. He was crisp. You know what I'm saying? So I think if he was to fight Spence again, I still think he beats him. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, man, I'm gonna be truthfully honest. I can't see nobody right now in the 47 division that can even rock with Shorty right now. Man, I'm gonna be honest. You know, we gotta call a spade a spade. You know what I'm saying?
Nah, the only person I can see that he would beat him probably because of experience, but the only person I can see that can give him problems for me is Boots.
Yeah. And I still want Boots to have some experience. I don't think he's ready right now. I like Boots to get some more belts.
Well, I mean, the man on fought almost 30 fights, man. I mean, at some point you gotta
I'm talking about elite experience. I want him to get in there. I like to see him fight Thurman and people. You know, I just want him to get more.
I don't know, man. I'm kind of split on that. And the reason I'll say that is because when you see how they move Floyd Mayweather and those type of people, they didn't wait super long. They didn't have 20, 30 fights. They didn't have like 30 fights and they really get no championship opportunity. So to me, you never know. I mean, he got the same attributes. He got the same reach.
Yeah, I think he's
special. Bigger. He's fast.
And it's a young man's game.
And he young. He like 10 years younger. So I don't know, man. Like
I still would like to see him at least 2 more fights before I see him.
I don't know, man. Because if that Terrence Crawford against Deron Ennis, like that'll be nasty. That'll be good. I think Deron Ennis could get with him. I really do.
Oh, I think it's competitive. I think it's definitely me too. I think it's very competitive. You know what I'm saying?
So
and he got the length. You know what I'm saying? He's young. Yeah. He moves well. You know what I mean? And he's a switch hitter as well. You know, so I like.
If he catch Crawford with something nasty, who knows? Like I said, because that's the best defense I've ever seen from Terrence. He has never fought like that.
Yeah.
And I've watched the man since his first fight to now. He ain't never had no defense like that.
Yeah, he was exceptionally good this weekend. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it's like he saved everything.
And and I'm gonna tell you, man. You know, people think that I was a Crawford hater. Never that. I was just a Spence guy. You see what I'm saying? But I've always respected what Crawford has done. I'd said that, and my argument always has been that his resume was sus. That's what I was saying. You know what I'm saying? But I never said anything about how he was not a good fighter. You know what I mean? You can't even find no receipts of me saying that he's not a good fighter. I said that the people that his resume was not good. And I always said that he did what he's supposed to do with everybody they put him in there with. He never played with his food. And my words never change, and they can't change. Now, I have stamped him as being special as of Saturday. And it is what it is. You know what I'm saying?
I think he could come back, but I think whatever discrepancies him and Blu-ray has, I just think they need to nip it in the bud. Because I've seen videos with Blu-ray and he was talking about, you know, he want to work with him. You know, dude, when you got a fight of that magnitude, there's 2 things that disappointed me at Arrow this time. Is that he didn't do nothing with Blu-ray. That's one. And the second is he should have took a tune-up. You can't keep doing all this it's almost borderline arrogant stuff where I'm going to go in and fight these champion type dudes and think that you're going to be able to just, dude, you got to, in order to be sharp, just sparring is not going to be sharp. You got to fight somebody and be sharp. So when he would have went into this fight, I think he would have been it would have been different. But by him being laid off for like 15 months, which is a long time again, he didn't rehydrate good. I don't know what happened, but he did not look strong. Rehydration, that looked terrible. And he should have kept the strength and conditioning that got you to the level you at. Like, why? Like, I don't know what happened, but I'm just a true believer. I'm gonna keep running it into the ground until it don't work. You know, I'm like, I got that Bill Belichick mindset. Keep running that play until it don't work no more. That's stupid to me to try to, let me do something new that hasn't been proven. No, you can't be playing when it comes to boxing. No, you gotta. If this dude has been giving you great results, you keep working with it. Because obviously, whatever he was doing, we saw it. He was cracking dudes. Errol was cracking dudes when he was getting strict conditioning with him.
Yeah.
Oh man, like that was not the Errol that we saw Saturday. That Errol, like he thought that Errol looked like a dude that just came out the damn Olympics or something. Man, come on, man. Man. You ain't gonna. No, you're not gonna convince me that after like his 29th fight that he. Come on, no.
So basically, what I'm hearing is you feel though that he had a bad day at the office Saturday.
Hell yeah,
that's what you're saying.
I feel Terrence Crawford is great. I never thought that Terrence Crawford wasn't great or good. I always said that his resume could have been better because I felt he could have fought some people a lot sooner and he didn't. But because he keeps saying he wanted to smoke with everybody. That's not really true. He was utilizing certain people's names to kind of make himself more relevant when he was moving to certain weight classes because he didn't fight everybody he could have fought. No. He didn't fight certain people that had styles that would have probably gave him problems. He didn't fight everybody. But I don't like fights like when you know that it's something off with one fighter, the other fighter come out like super sharp. You ain't really get your money's worth because I want to see his best and what happens. Now, Bud come out victorious, who knows? But if what's his name would have been his bet, he made some adjustments and caught him with something. Every punch he was throwing he had no thump. Man, I heard off the TV, Errol Spence punches. Man, that man hit hard. You're not going to sit here and convince me. I heard this shit be a sudden on the TV, man. You ain't going to keep telling me that man all of a sudden he hit like that. Man, he punching like Shakur Steve.
They say in the chat that the Spence fans are in denial.
I mean, they can think it's not denial. It's not denial. The man was off. I've been watching boxing probably longer than some of these people that claim they're Bud fans. Like, man, I'm 47 years old. I've been watching boxing for a minute. He was off. Man was off, man. He got beat. He got punished. I ain't taking nothing away from Bud, but that was not the best Errol Spence. Nobody, even Bud, a true boxing fan, if you really thought that was what's going to happen, you telling a daggone lie. You telling a lie. You're telling a lie.
Yeah, I'm gonna be honest with you, man. I was like, I said it in the dressing room. I said something don't look right, man. Something didn't look right. You know what I'm saying? And he didn't look right in the ring. But it's no excuses, man. Crawford did.
Once you cross it, once you get in the ring,
exactly. And that's what we have to just go with what that is. And we can't even go with the what ifs or what we think or this, that, and the third. You know what I'm saying? But we definitely can put our opinion of what we thought. You know what I'm saying? Me, I swear, the first thing I said, man, I said it to my son. I said, look like he started smoking that Bud pack early. You know what I'm saying? I thought the brother looked high in the dressing room. You know what I mean? I even screenshotted it. I was like, damn, he looked high. But like I said, I'm not taking nothing away. Cause I'm gonna tell you that boy Crawford looked great this weekend, man. You know what I'm saying? He looked great. You know what I'm saying? And I like to see what's next for him. I definitely want to see what's next for him. You know, with EJ Ego, I'm pretty much sure he's going to activate that rematch clause. And it's going to move to 154. It's definitely going to happen in 154. Bud said it was tough for him to make 47 this time. So he would definitely welcome the 154. So we get a chance to see if your scenario is true, my brother. We'll get to see if at 154, does lightning strike twice, or do we see something different this time?
I mean, usually if you look at history, in most cases, it's going to be something different. Because Vernon Forrest, he dominated Sugar Shane, he didn't dominate him the second fight. It was close. He won, but he didn't dominate him. You know, it's hard to beat someone in a dominant fashion twice, especially if the person goes back and whatever wrong or they tweak something. Anybody can it's not like Errol Spence can't box. I don't know why everybody keeps talking he's a one-trick pony, and I always thought he just did that. I'm like, you must ain't really watch Errol Spence fight then, because the man can do other stuff. He just was winning it that way, and that's what he just chooses. That's his primary style. The same way Crawford, I always was like, why are you fighting orthodox when you southpaw is really your best? It don't make sense. Like all this so-called download, that's stupid. You might as well just be in your best position and just take off. like what's the point of fighting 2 or 3, 4 rounds and making it a competitive thing, and you might get clipped, which usually Tommy does, fighting orthodox, when you could just be fighting in southpaw and be dominating from the go. I never understood it. To me personally, I knew he was gonna fight southpaw the whole way through. I told my man that. I was like, man, he fight southpaw the whole fight. Trust me, he's not doing that orthodox. He not gonna do that this fight. I knew that. But I don't understand why they didn't watch, because on the daggone access, he showed you that he was gonna come with a power straight right. Because that's the kryptonite to a southpaw.
Exactly.
He showed you the game plan.
Yeah, no doubt. No doubt, man. Hey, man, but it was definitely it was entertaining, if anything. You know what I'm saying? Well, listen there, brother. I definitely appreciate you coming in, man. And please do not let this be your last time, man.
No,
We had
man.
we had a great talk, man.
I hope Jamel does well, and I send a tweet to Arrow and Derek James, and I hope they actually look at it, because I know he do look at stuff.
They all watch. Like, man, they all watch, man.
Man, I'm like, man, you need to get back with Blu-ray. Stop whatever y'all got, man. Mend it. Go eat some lunch. You need to come out all guns firing. If you gonna go out of your shield for real, you better go out your best. That thing I just paid for, man. That's not your best. And I expect the best, because I know you like that. So you gotta come back. You gotta come back and get some revenge, dog. Get on that.
All right, brother. But listen, I appreciate you coming through, man. And like I said,
yes, sir.
Please come back again, brother. I enjoyed the conversation. Okay?
Yes, sir. I will definitely support it. But yeah, I just wanted to say that because I heard John. I was like, man, I don't watch boxing. Van Holyfield could do it. Errol could do it too. All right, man. Have a good day, man.
God bless you, young bro. You take it easy, man. All right. The call in is still open. You know what I'm saying? And I tell you what, man, it's been a beautiful day as usual. Don't forget to smash that appreciation button, man. You know how it is. And if you want to go one step further, man, hit the Cash App or the Super Chat. And I learned out what a super sticker is today too, as well, man. It's always a pleasure being up in here in the hangout. I'm about to go in here and actually rewatch the fight now, sober. Hey, you got your boy Hardcore. What we got going on right now?
Hey, what's going on, man? We frying fish or what? You frying fishes? Man,
from what I understand,
what's going on, Jay?
From what I understand, the fish was fried already. You know what I'm saying? We thought we was going to have a crawfish boil, but we were completely wrong. And it is what it is.
Hey, Jay, remember when I told you about that counter punching, right?
Mm-hmm.
It's different when you're in there with a different type of guy that you're not superly big on, and you're not punching on. You got counter punching ability. This was a one-sided ass whooping. I didn't know that it was gonna be like this.
Nobody thought it was gonna be. I mean, it's so many
now,
videos of me
James
talking.
Toney.
Yeah. Okay. Well,
James Toney said it.
Okay. Well, I didn't.
And Roy Jones said it.
Well, Spence knew it. Spence said it too.
Spence said that it was going to be a one-sided ass whooping.
Exactly.
Yeah,
he said it too. He never lies. You know what I mean? He just didn't realize it was going to be on the other side, you know? But there's so many videos of me saying that the way Crawford can beat Spence is because he normally catches people in between their combinations. We know that. You know what I'm saying?
right.
I felt though with the 50-50 fight, Crawford showed us that it wasn't a 50-50 fight. You know what I mean? It was a 90-10 fight. You know what I'm saying? And
that's where I was wrong at. I said 50-50 fight as well.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? I was just leaning towards Crawford, but for sure, you know, he showed levels at the end of the day. But if you go onto my channel on Mill City Boxing, right?
Mm-hmm.
James Toney was mentioning it, one-sided ass whooping until a knockout. Even Buddy McGirt on my channel said the same thing.
Mm.
You know what I'm saying? So if you look at who's saying certain things, like elite coaches, elite athletes of the sport, they see things. You know, and we got to take that into consideration as well, because some years people were saying I was crazy. Like for years, we're still talking about resumes, when in reality, Terrence Crawford, he had fights that he was supposed to lose, and he won. We can't say the same thing about Spence, because that Kell Brooks fight, my man Triple G damaged Kell Brooks. These are all tailor-made things that the industry people understand. So now we have to bite the bullet and put respect on Crawford's name. And who's next? Basically, really, at the end of the day, who's next? I think Boots can give him a good fight, but I think that should be done at 54. I think that benefits Boots as well at 54. He's bigger, you know. But
I like to see Boots get a little bit more experience, man. And I know, and the guy said something that he was like, "Yo, but he got 30 fights." Yeah, I know, but iron sharpens iron. So I like to see him get some bump against somebody that's going to give him some fight back. You know what I'm saying? I would love to see him against Keith Thurman. You know what I mean? But
that's the only one.
Yeah, but I don't think Thurman's not going to do that. You know what I'm saying? So to be truthfully honest, man, but it's a fight that they're going to say that there's no money for it yet. You know, the business is going to say there ain't no money in that fight yet. You know what I mean? People want to see it, you know, but only the hardcores know who Boots is. You know, you want the casuals to know, you know what I'm saying? Until the casuals speak, you know what I mean? Because they the one that pay the bills then, you know what I'm saying? Them and the Mexican community, man, you know, and that's just the business of boxing. You know, so
oh, damn right, because the casuals was going for Spence all day.
Well, I'm a hardcore. I'm definitely not a casual. You know what I'm saying? I was going for Spence, so you know, I don't think just the casual was going for a few of us hardcores. We like the guy, you know what I'm saying? But I always said it was 50-50. I did film study all week long, and every time I did the film study, I came up with Crawford winning. You know what I'm saying? And there's receipts of me saying that on here, because when I looked at it, just bottom line. But what I was going off is that I felt, though, that Will was going to be the final dictatorship of this fight. And that's what I was basing my decisions on, the will. And I just felt, though, that his will was going to overcome, which it didn't. Skills pays the bills. Just like how Mayweather says, man, and we can't argue with that, man. And he showed us a vast knowledge of skills this weekend. Like I said, that's not the Crawford I've ever seen before. You know what I mean? He showed me just beautiful things of everything. Yeah, you're right. Fast skills pay the bills for sure. And I even seen the way he was moving in the ring. I seen glimpses of Mayweather, how he was using the ring. I'm talking about Crawford, the way he was moving this weekend, man. he just beautifully around the ring this weekend. His ring gentlemanship was just great. His punching was crisp. He was sharp. You know what I'm saying? He was the stronger man in there. He was throwing Spence around. You know what I'm saying? So many things that he
I would have to say more. I would have to say more, to be honest with you, more like Boots, to be real. He took a lot of things that I've seen that Boots did, Crawford was doing. Just the way he was parrying the punches, parrying the hooks, tight guard. And he came like that at round one. Everybody was saying, and I told you this too. And I think we got into an argument about it. When you in there in the ring with someone that he's not supposed to be in there with you, that you having fun with, you're going to be less fundamentally sounded because they're not supposed to be in there with you. You could beat them off the feet alone. So why would I need to put a top guard on so heavy? Spence is all top guard.
Okay, but obviously you didn't hear what I said then, because I said he moved like Floyd. I'm talking feet wise. I did not say the way he was punching and everything you just responded back to. You was like, I beg to differ, because I feel though he was doing more parrying and this, that, and that. But that's not what I said. I said he moved feet wise like Floyd. I said that he used every bit of that ring. He was using that ring. He used his feet as defense. That's what I was talking about. I'm not talking about how he was throwing punches. I didn't say anything like that.
Right. No, I was just saying upon like he looked a lot like Boots in there. Just really like showsmanship, and you know he was out there punching. And I was telling also people who, you know, everyone's like, oh, who got the better jab? Who got the better jab? Terrence got the better jab. Terrence is a natural right-hander, and he's using his right hand as the jab. And he has better timing, and he has better speed, and he has better feet, and he has so many better everything is better. I'm sorry, everything is better. And if they fight 10 times, he gets knocked out 10 times, no matter what. Even if he's at 54 and he's at the best that he could be, there's just no possible way at the end of the day. I don't want to see the rematch. I think that, to be honest with you, Errol Spence, I hope he comes back for the sport. I don't think he should come back. I think he should enjoy his money, and I think that's it. I think that's it for him, because he has that torn retina, and both of his eyes look bad. Nobody's ever seen Errol Spence look that bad in his face. And he wants that rematch right away, and I just think that's just that's a recipe of disaster. You know, just leave Terrence Crawford alone, because there's really nothing that you can do. He don't adjust. This is when you in there with someone like this, you can't even adjust, because he's adjusting right back at you. It's one's playing chess, one's playing checkers. You know, but people talking about Mayweather and Crawford, Mayweather better stay home. Stay home. You're too old. You don't got it like the way you used to. Prime probably could take the decision, but you're still gonna have to take a lot of punishment. But yeah, man, that's my intake to that, because I know that we haven't spoken for a minute, but I definitely wanted to jump on and, you know, just be like, hey, there's levels.
I appreciate you coming on, bro.
No doubt, bro.
Take it easy.
Much love to you.
Take it easy, bro. All righty, y'all. As I said, man, I'm about to get off of here, and I'm going to rewatch this fight. I've been looking forward to watching it. And as I said, it's always a pleasure, man. I appreciate each and everybody that came into the hangout. You know what I'm saying? Make sure you hit that appreciation button, man, before you leave out the door. Other than that, it's your boy Jay Hardcore, Hardcore Boxing News, and I'm out of here.